Yes, hello, good evening, welcome to Crafters TV, brought to you by Crafters Companion. My name's George Akid, and for the next 3 hours, we are getting our creative cravings on. It's great to have you here. It's been a great day here at Crafters TV. Some brilliant shows, some brilliant launches, and some brilliant friends popping in to say hello. I know someone who's been loving every second of this and has enjoyed every moment of it. We had our brilliant launch earlier with our chalkboard stamps, and now we are joined back by the wonderful Craig. Hello,
you've just
Craig.
seen her there, is it? If you've not seen her yet, you've just seen her. She's popping up just shortly. You're not missing anything.
Really? I thought he was over there.
Who, me? I do look a bit like George, don't I? That's Lisa Horton, by the way. If you are just joining in right now, you've not managed to see any. Now you're on George.
Hello.
Oh no!
No, you switched the screen.
You've switched the screens
I know, it's
around.
really confusing me. It's really confused me. That's what. Yes, it's happened. Behind the scenes stuff. The TVs that we've got in front of us, the one that's on air was the opposite side. So I'm watching that.
That's
one.
it.
Oh, back to normality. Craig.
So that's why I ran the wrong way.
That's why.
Yeah.
Panic over, everybody.
I got you. There you go.
It's crazy. Isn't it crazy when you go out your own little comfort zone and you just don't know what is happening?
Do you know what I'm like? I'm going to get my own back later.
Right, Craig, what have you got coming up for us?
Here we've got creative cravings. We have got our twirling characters that you can see here. So we've got the little birdie, so it could be good for the Easter time. Then we have got the little elephant as well. This is all about the twirling characters. So adding a little bit of thread or the invisible thread or tiny little bit of plastic, what you can then do is twirl them all the way around. So the idea is you're going to twirl and twirl, and so twirl, twirl, twirl. Then you would close it, pop it into your envelope, and as the recipient opens up, you get the twirling action.
Perfect.
So we've got 3 that I've showed you here. We do have more, but we'll show you them later on in the show. But we've got my absolute favourite, and that's decoupage. I adore decoupage. If maybe you're just joining us because you follow Lisa Horton and you thought, oh, Crafters TV, I'm going to see what that's about and watch Lisa, then I absolutely love decoupage. And we've got the dies for them as well. And that is not actually within the set. That's a completely different product there from Knitwit, so you don't need that one. But then we're going to go into Sarah's signature collection, Garden Party. Who doesn't love a party? Our government does. So we've got that one there, and then we have got Celebrate here as well. So within this one here, we're going to have that little bit of a party. We're going to then do some colouring, some inking. We've got the trusted Gemini back as well, because I didn't need it in the last show. And we're just going to have fun over 3 hours.
Absolutely, and we're joined by a very special friend. You've seen her today. She's been a great success, and you've already heard her. It's the wonderful Lisa Horton. Good evening, Lisa. How are you?
Good evening. I was going to put my feet up. I'm going to watch Craig. Honestly.
Told you I'd get more back.
How do you enjoy this professional atmosphere here at Crafters
I'm absolutely
TV?
loving it. I think I fit in very well.
You do.
I look in the wrong places. I crash cameras. I do all sorts. So I've got my coffee. I'm here.
That's the main thing. Lisa's going to be joining us. You've loved it throughout the days. We're delighted to say we've got loads of great friends joining us here at Crafters TV. It's always fun. Guys, we've got a great collection of great deals for you, including the garden party, the metal die collection. There's 23 elements here in this wonderful collection. Loads of stuff there. Loads of things within here. Hang on a minute. Yes? It's the wrong L. It's the wrong L. What has happened today? We've had some fun. We've had some. It's the garden party 16 piece. There you are. There we are.
I was away to say I know we do bargains, but cheesy peeps.
I know. Hello.
It's
Yeah.
an English word.
But yeah, cheesy peeps.
Cheesy peeps.
Yeah.
Cheesy what?
Everybody knows cheesy peeps.
Cheesy peeps.
Oh, I don't know that one.
You learn something new every day, including about our great deals and bargains here at Crafters TV. We're there with it now. We're here. Hey, look, it's the gremlins in the system. It's the garden party. All of the garden party, the 16-piece selection with 102 elements. A great collection that loads of you love. You save yourself 60% on this. I mean, bear that in mind. 60% saving. Best ever price, £70.32, $90.42. You're getting a little bit of everything in there: embossing, stenciling, dyes, papers, so much within it. Remember as well, there are loads of little mini buys and smaller bundles available. Head to the website crafterscompanion.com.co.uk.eu and you can see that full range as well. We've also got some other great deals while you're on the website. Have a look, and while you're there, say hello to us. Comment below on YouTube and Facebook. Loads of you getting involved with today's show. Terry, hi from snowy cold Kansas City. Kimberly, good afternoon, crafty peeps. Lynn, hi George, Lisa, the CTV team, the social superstar, and everyone. Tracy, hi from sunny but cold Calgary in Canada. Gloria, hello to all the wonderful crafters from Shadydale, Georgia. I love the extra hour. Julie, hello everyone popping in to catch up. And Cheryl, hello to all my crafty friends, and a big hello to George, Craig and Lisa from a chilly, beautiful morning in Alaska. Oh, I'd love to go to Alaska. Beautiful.
I would.
Right, but we are going to take a look at the garden party. Craig, it's a staple. We love it, and we see it time and time again because it's so versatile, and you get so much within this bundle.
You do, and the reason that we managed to bring it back is because you guys absolutely love it. You love it, so when it comes, yeah, you're okay, Lisa. You can walk that way. There you go. That's it. There you are. Anyone else that's just watching because you follow Lisa and thinking, who's that guy? How rude. We've known each other for a few years now, so yeah, we give as good as we get. But yeah, here we go. So we're going to have a little bit of a party with Sarah's signature collection, and it's all about, you know, if you want to do a garden party, you want to make the invites for them, then you can do. You've got lots of different options within the collection. I know George will go over again just shortly, but then make your cards. That's what we love to do, and that's what you can do. So we've got a big mixture. We've got stamps, we've got dies, we've got rosette dies, which were always a popular one as well. So let's start off with our card blank. And then what a lot of us tend to do is we'll make our own card blank sizes because we've got our Ultimate Pro to make envelopes. So I've got my card blank 6 inches by 7 1/4.
Yep.
So 6 by 7 1/4. And I've taken some of our Lilac Centura Pearl. That's going to sit in the middle. Now what I have done, and I do apologise, you don't get the paper pad within this one because that has gone, but I am going to use a little bit extra from what I had. Alternatively, you can be using some of your other pattern papers from your stash, whether it's us at Crafters Companion, whether it's your other crafty pads, you use whatever you like. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go direct onto my card blank. And the best way to describe it is I've got a little white matting layer all the way round. This side isn't really important because I'm going to come in with our ornate lace die. Now this one, it's an edgeable, but you've got two ways here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the outline die and I'm going to pop it to the side. And what I can do is if I bring in my low tack tape and we're going to secure that, that's going to give me my lovely, it's kind of like your large scalloped effect at the side. Now what I will need to do, and it's just only going to take me a second, I've got my junior lined up, but because of the size of the card, I do need my large Gemini for this. So quick and simple, I'm just plugging in my large Gemini, but I'll still use my junior plates because what I can do is I can sit this on my junior plates and we're going to go along plastic, magnetic, and then top plate. And then what I can do as well, because I don't really need to go all the way through, not that it takes long, but I'm going to feed it in and then I'm going to let it go in and then I'm going to pause it and reverse it because I can hear that distinctive sound when it goes over the die, because all it needs is that end part to die cut. So we can take this one out, and with the power of the Gemini, the paper, it must be off the top of my head, maybe around about 180 GSM. It's a white smooth stamping card, so it's 300 GSM. So the power of the Gemini is going to cut that, no problem. But then we've got our lovely kind of large scalloped edge down the side. So what I'm then going to do is if I bring in the other die to match, which is here. Now I don't need this outer die because this die has got a full outline edge as well. So I'm going to come along and then I'm going to take another bit of the Lilac Centura Pearl. So we've got that one. And while I'm here, what I'm going to do is let's take another bit of lilac and I am going to cut from the dainty lace. Let's cut the parasol. And let's cut this corner. And then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take my sentiment and I'm going to cut the word party into there.
Yeah.
And then what I will do is let's take my large Gemini plates, because I am, I'm just going to reach over and borrow them. Thank you, Lisa. So earlier on, I was taking the backing off the foam pads for Lisa, and now she's helping me by bringing in the large plates.
Love it.
And the reason I'm doing the large plates is so that I can fit all this on at once. So we're going to go on, let's secure it with a little bit of tape. But these would go through the Gemini Junior no problem on their own. And some of them would go through your Mini or your Go. So let's run that one through. Run it through and see how that comes out.
Loads of you getting in touch. It's great to have you with us this fine evening. A lot of you have been with us all day. We're committed. I like that. And don't forget, we've got great shows coming for you tomorrow as well, and even more wonderful friends joining you. I'll tell you a little bit more about what's coming for you tomorrow on Crafters TV. Myself and Ben back throughout the day with special guests including Debbie, Jan, and someone else very exciting. But I'll tell you about that.
I'm not in tomorrow.
No, I said Jan.
No, you said someone else very exciting, but I'm not in tomorrow.
I know. We're having the party. That's one of the. Is that the one with the cake and the quiche and having a?
Because I'm not in.
It's a work meeting. Loads of you getting in touch as well this evening. It's lovely. Maureen, good evening, everyone from Bedford. Woohoo! Alaska to Bedford. Not there's anything wrong with Bedford. I've been to Bedford.
Have you?
And there is a Dame Paula Radcliffe Road in Bedford.
Is there?
Yeah. My best friend lives there. That's why I know. Ashley, he lives there in Bedford. Yeah. She's named after Dame. It literally says Dame. I just said Shirley Bassey then.
Do you know something? Her name was in my head as well. I don't know what it was. That sounds like me on a Saturday night after a few gins.
Sounds like me now. Guys, loads of you get in touch. It's great to have you. Don't forget, we're starting an hour earlier. We ain't finishing an hour earlier. No. 3 hours of creative expressions, creative cravings, should I say, not creative expressions. There's so much going on.
Wrong company.
There's so much happening in my head at the minute. It's unreal. We've got loads of new stuff coming into
brilliant.
TV. And you come in, right, today so-and-so, you're like, oh my goodness, right, I need more paper and pens. And I'm in the right place for that. But loads of you loving these brand new shows, brand new friends. Like you said, Craig, earlier, it's history.
It is.
It really is.
Absolutely is. You know, going from this morning, being at home and watching Debbie and Ben kick it all off with Lisa Horton, and then being part of it earlier on with yourself and now into Creative Cravings. It's just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And as a crafter as well, when me and Debbie were talking about it earlier, it's such a buzz to have, many of which are, you know, we've progressed into the craft industry watching and learning from. Never held any secrets of how much I've loved Lisa's products, and I've got quite a few of Lisa's products, and I've now got more after being on the website earlier on during launch day, purchasing some more. So yeah, it's just nice, and it's nice little mix. It's a nice mix for us as well here in the studio, and then for you at home as well, seeing your favourite brands popping into us at Crafters TV. It's brilliant.
It really is. Connie's been in touch. Hello, Craig. So happy that I see Craig more live on my day off. Of course, I'm happy to have you too, George. Hello, Crafters companion TV team and social media gurus that make the show run smoothly from behind the scenes. Well, you wouldn't believe the work that is going on behind the scenes. There's people, I've seen more people, I didn't know what they did half the time. They just come in on the computers, but they are working their little socks off to get everything up and running here. They are, what are you putting that face for? They are working their little socks off, everybody.
No, I'm not doing that. No, it's no. You're right, Georgina, but no.
Not saying anything.
No.
But loads of people working behind the scenes, getting everything ready for you. Miriam, I really enjoyed today's shows. I think I have as well. I have. Everyone's enjoying everyone's shows. But yeah, honestly, you wouldn't believe. What you see on the screens is the tip of the iceberg of everything that happens behind the scenes. There is so much, people getting things ready, websites, people, Tracy, John, Jake and the team running around, getting everything ready for the shows. I just waltz in me and go, all right, what we do? And I carry on, that's it.
Tracy's on a mission today. She's got her clip clock heels on.
I know. She's not made me a coffee yet though, has she? But I'm not.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Not yet, anyway.
She knows where she stands with me. About 6 foot underneath. Not 6 foot, only 4. She's quite small, Tracy. She is small.
I wouldn't want to mess with her though in an alley.
Oh no. What? In an alley?
What? Well, okay, maybe I should have said dark alley.
Oh, Kathy's just found Crafty's TV. She'll probably not be watching back after. I won't mess with her in her alley.
Just joining us as Craig says that. I did, of course, mean a dark alley. I wouldn't.
Oh, that makes it better.
What is it? That's not just a Scottish thing, is it? You know, you wouldn't want to meet someone in a dark alley if you think that they're tough.
A Glasgow kiss.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, Crafty. Okay, Kathy, just found Crafty's TV because of Lisa Horton. Well, you're here, Kathy. What do you think to the madhouse? What do you think? It's welcome. You don't have to be mad to come here, but it does help.
It does help.
It does indeed. We're looking at the garden party.
We are.
16-piece selection, 102 elements, £70.32, $90.42, a saving of 60% on this today. Loads of love for this. Remember, Club Inspire, platinum price. If you like, Kathy, you know, what's Club Inspire? It's our way of saying thank you for shopping with us. Every time you shop, you get points. The more points you get, the bigger your discounts. Once you've got 1,500 points, you're going to be getting that 20% discount that you see in the purple box. But remember, once you've made your first purchase with us here at Crafty's TV, you automatically become a member of Club Inspire and you'll get 20% off your first order plus 250 bonus points. So those 250 bonus points make you a bronze member, meaning you get 5% off every transaction with us, working your way up to silver at 500 points, where you get 10% off every transaction, working your way up even further, 750 points to gold, where you get 15% off every transaction, and that big leap up to platinum to 1,500 points, 20% off. But I tell you what, it don't take no time at all, does it, Craig?
It doesn't.
No.
No time whatsoever. So quick nowadays with technology, isn't it?
Yeah, it
so
really
quick.
is.
What I'm doing here, in case you wonder, thinking, oh, why is he stamping and then changing it? We've only got the one Noir Black, and it's not as juicy at the moment. We need to change it. So what I'm going to do is with my 6x6 stamping platform, there's no way I would get that in the exact same position as before. So what I'm going to do, so that I can still use that ink pad and it doesn't go to waste, I'm going to use my stamping platform. So I'm going to pop that into place, pop it the right way, Craig, that would help. And this is with the parasol. You've got the die to go with it. So what I've done, I've already die cut the outer die, because we're going to create a bit of a drop shadow. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this one out and then use the die again to die cut it out. And even things like the little corners here, George.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
You know, do 4 of them and you've got a circle. You know, it's like your patio grounds. It's really nice.
Kathy's been back in touch. Just found Crafty's TV because of Lisa. She's already joined and she's on her way to points because of Club Inspire. That is what I like to see.
What?
You missed it. I've got Lisa in my eye line over there in the distance, this side of the studio, and she did a fist pump. Was really excited for Kathy. As she did it, she brought her elbow down on her box of die-cut words, and they just spread all over the studio.
I thought it was embossing powder at first. I was like,
that was funny. Brilliant.
Do you know something, though, George? That's a really good point, because you'd think, and you know, many of you have been commenting, and I've seen it on Facebook and YouTube this morning, that some of you, certainly stateside, you'd heard of Lisa before, never bought her products. Some of you hadn't heard of Lisa before. But that goes the other way around. There's been quite a few of you that had either heard of Crafter's Companion before, never watched us. Some of you had never heard of Crafter's Companion, or heard of Crafter's Companion, but not Crafter's TV, and you've been watching because of Lisa. So it works both ways, absolutely does. So, you know, if you have been watching us since the start, whether you're brand new to us recently or because of Lisa, so nice to have your company.
Loads of you getting in touch saying how much you've loved today as well. Michelle Ferguson, evening everyone, I've skipped work early to catch up, hi Lisa. And she's also saying, Crafty TV, it's okay, I didn't miss out, I shopped before work with Debbie and Ben. And Dawn on Facebook, watching today has been like a breath of fresh air, and Lisa has been brilliant, as everyone else has. Guys, get in touch if you're brand new to us here at Crafty's TV, or you know, one of our lovely long-time viewers. Get a comment in below, YouTube, Facebook. And remember, this is your chance to help out. If you've got any questions, please do get in touch. We always ask them. If you ask me a question, maybe about certain techniques, how to do something, that's why we've got the wonderful Craig and Lisa and our wonderful team of craft experts who are always on hand to help you get the best out of your products. And make sure, you know, because the thing is, Craig, I'm sure you'll agree, if I ask you a question, you go, I've done that myself, and I'll save you making that same mistake myself.
Yeah,
absolutely. Loads of you do it.
We do. And what you'll always see all of us do as well, if we do make a mistake, we're not one of those that has a great big smudge and then we show you it with our finger or our thumb holding the smudge. We'll show you it, we'll explain what we've done and how you can rectify it, because it happens to us. You know, as well, you think if we're prepping our demos at home, you know, bing bang bosh, half an hour, our demo's done. It's not. We can be the same, and I'm sure Lisa will agree as well, that you can sit there for hours on end trying to think, right, what am I going to do that's a bit different? How can I showcase this product that's a bit different? So you're not the only one at home that maybe if you lose your crafty mojo, magazines are a big help with our hours or at Lisa's current box on our website. These are all good to get inspired. So it does happen to us. So don't think as though that we seem to be this perfect expert that can just bring out cards time and time again. It can make you think for quite a while, so it's not just you.
It really can indeed. Guys, loads of you loving today's show. Craig is doing this brilliant demo using this wonderful garden party collection. Craig, it's such a versatile collection, this, isn't it? And we think garden party, and we think, well, it's only got one use, but there's so much you can do with it, isn't there?
There really is. So what I've done there a moment ago is I've stamped out the parasol and die cut it. So if I bring that one in, so I used the alcohol ink pad, or alcohol proof ink pad. That was the Noir Black. What I'm going to do is, because I've already cut this layer for that 90-degree angle, I've switched to my flagstone, because as I say, I've already cut this down, so it would be hard to pop my magnetic discs anywhere. Although alternatively, all that I could easily have done is got another piece of stamping card and redo it.
Yep.
But we're going to then stamp it with the flagstone now. And the reason I've jumped to the flagstone as well, you don't actually know much of a difference. There's a subtle difference up close, but flagstone and black, there's not a huge big difference.
Flagstone, sorry. It's every time.
Every time you've got that,
do you? I loved it as a kid. I've got a Lego set of the Flintstones.
Have you?
Yeah, of the house. Yeah, absolutely. I love it.
Yeah.
Beverly said, hi, Lisa. These guys are so funny. You are welcome, Lisa. Great shows all day. You wait till later when we get the magic tricks out. We are great at that. Magic tricks. I mean, embossing powder. It's magic. If you
I don't know if we're doing any of that.
Well, you know what you have to do, guys. You have to watch back at our latest show, launch day, where we had embossing galore. You're doing a magic trick. Pick a die, any die. Yeah, there's embossing dies, embossing folders.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Embossing yeah, if you want. I know what's happening. Guys, loads of you getting involved today. Rachel, mega happy. My large Gemini and mini dies have just arrived.
Wow.
The fun's only just starting. What are you doing, Constantina, in paper?
So what I've done is I've taken the die. Georgina, can I check? Is this die in the bundle? I'm trying to look. The rosette one. Is it? No, the only reason I'm wondering, it's not in my... Yeah, I'm just wondering because it's not in my bundle of products for us to demo with, so I wanted to check. I thought I could see it on what we call our pack shot, the big display. So what I've done is already pre-cut these ones, George.
Yeah.
So these pre-cut into strips. Now what you can't see is there's little embossed lines all the way along here. So what I've done, die cut it 3 times, and then I am concertinaing them back and forwards, or mountain and valley fold, back and forwards, until we've got the 3 of them. You were ready to sing another song there, weren't you?
Every time you say it, ain't no mountain high enough, oh, ain't no valley low enough, whoa. I'll do all my own harmonies and everything.
Oh, you crack me up.
This is what we mean about the Madhouse. Conway, I love the way all you TV crafters are coming together. It makes a fabulous show.
It does.
It was like you saying, you're fans of Lisa.
Yep.
You're fans of you're fans of different companies that we're getting in, because you are a crafter at heart. I do bits of crafting. I do a lot more soft crafting than anything else. But again, you get excited about these companies that you've seen.
Of course you do.
And Hot Glue Gun's out now. It's getting well exciting.
It's kind of like, is it the right word, that taboo of shopping TV where you don't mention the competition.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The other brand, you stick to yourself. Whereas you'll know from watching our show, because we're crafters, we'll maybe mention that we've used something from another brand or that, and we incorporate it because that's what we do. Now to actually not only be able to say that, but to give you the option to buy them as well. That's what's so fab, and that's why it's been really, really refreshing for all of us, certainly myself and Debbie being the demonstrator on this side. I know the same with Ben said the same, you've said the same as well, and it's nice. It's really, really nice.
And do you know what I love even more is we're still giving that club inspired
Exactly. Exactly.
You're still getting the best savings. You're still getting the best savings ever because you're getting the club inspired discount. And Lisa has brought today things to us which are exclusive to us.
Yeah.
You know, this is the other thing. We're giving you some exclusive products which you can't buy anywhere else.
That's right.
And we want to give you the best. We love having you guys here. You guys, some of you guys watch us every single day, every show, and get involved with everything. And we know for some of you we've been a lifeline during the last 24 months. And you know, it's great to have you here. We love that you want to be part of this family, and we always want to look after you and give you the very best we possibly can. Miriam has just said, I can't believe how much you get in Lisa's box kit, that wonderful magazine set. We'll show you that a little bit later on. Lisa's going to be joining us, Lisa Horton from Lisa Horton Crafts. Guys, you guys have that's Georgina just said it right in my ear. If you see something in stock, you need to get it now because things have been limited stock, they've sold out. Limited, sold out. If it becomes limited, you know within the next 10 minutes, I'm going to say it's sold out.
Yeah.
Don't sit with things in your basket. Just
go for it.
Just go for it. Like Craig says, go for it straight away. But this rosette is coming together so quickly, Craig.
It is. So I've joined all three of them together, and then all that I'm doing is I'm going to flatten and manipulate it so it goes flat.
Yeah.
And then within the die set, you do get a little circle die. So that's going to be where I put my hot glue. I'm just going to give it a little second more. But just to say as well, to pick up on something you said a minute ago about Club Inspire on, you know, Lisa's products or other brand products. If you're new to us and you've just joined Club Inspire or you're thinking about it, we do shows such as cartload or warehouse clearance. We've had items that are £1.49 and you still get your Club Inspire.
Yeah.
I've been here 3 years now. I've never, ever done a show where it's said exclude your Club Inspire. Never had that. And Georgina's saying the same. She hasn't either. So our friends, you know, third parties is what we call them. They're our friends, Tonic, Lisa, etc., or cartload, sales shows, anything like that. You always get your Club Inspire as well, which is awesome.
And even I'm on Club Inspire. I'm bronze.
So am I.
I'm bronze. You know, my lovely my neighbour is a crafter. And there's a little, she said, I really like these gifts. And I said, I'll help, I'll get them for you. A little Christmas gift. Got them her. And I'm like, oh my, I'm getting savings. I'm like, And I want stuff now going, I'd like that. Usually paper pads. I'm a bit like Jan. I want to buy one.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
Just a stroke one.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't get that feeling anymore of when the parcels come to the door. Lisa's just looking at me as, where's he going with this one? Actually, I'm going to ask Lisa this in a minute. Because when I order from us, it just automatically comes to this building now. So I don't have that excitement of the delivery man or lady coming and delivering your crafty parcel. Because after all these years, I don't know about you, Lisa, but do you still get excited when, you know, this box of goodies is coming to your door?
It depends what it is. If it's like a prototype, though,
Thanks,
if it's
Lisa.
a new product, then I might.
Yeah.
But in general,
no,
not always.
Egg on my face there, eh? Well, I do anyway.
I do, so I'm joking. Every time, it doesn't matter where it's from, I just want to rip the box open.
Yeah, you know, and it's prototypes of things that you're designing and bringing out, so absolutely. Absolutely. Note to self, never ask Lisa a question when you're live on air. So, what I've done, oh my God, I've had the best day today, I'm telling you. So I've lined these ones up, and then what I've done is I've taken my rosette. Now you could use something like a glue gel, but you're going to have something to weigh it down because you need to let it dry. So your hot glue gun would be your friend. And then what I'm going to do is I've cut a little circle out in the lilac, and then I'm going to put that into the middle, just to neaten that up. I've also already die cut this lovely little daisy, and it fits within the centre.
Beautiful.
So that can go into there. And then what I'll do, just so I can explain this and we can have a look and chat with the comments, George.
Yes.
I'm going to offset this 90-degree corner on there. we're going to offset this or drop shadow onto there. I've got my party, I've got my rosette. Then what I've done with this teeny tiny one, what I've done with that one is I've cut this one in some pattern paper, and then what I've done, George, is I've trimmed right down the centre.
Perfect.
So it's the width isn't as long or wide, so then you've got the ability to create really, really small ones.
I love that.
Done the same. What I can then do, if I bring this rosette in, because I've already got a little pearl in there, and it is really the case of, I'm going to start to build up my little collage on the front
While
of
you
this
do
card.
that, let's say hello
Yes,
to a
let's
few
do
of
it.
you. Linda said, fabulous to see Lisa Horton on Crafters TV. Exciting times ahead. Guys, I wish I could tell you the meetings, the emails, and the things I have seen in this building in the last 48 hours, because there are some exciting things coming up for you guys. Marion, I like this garden party. Please see more demos. Inspiration has made me get it out again.
Brilliant.
Hopefully, you know, sometimes, I know you said this earlier, you buy things and you forget you've got it.
You do.
You really do, and hopefully we revisit stuff a lot of the time, especially things that you love, and hopefully every time give you some new inspiration. And every single one of our crafter expert has got a different way of doing things, their own style that they like to bring in. Jan loves her mixed medias, bringing in so many different mixed. Craig is a massive fan of foil pressing and those foam pads and giving that layers. Debbie Robinson is just a fan of crafting. They've all got their own different styles, and you're going to learn so much. Don't forget, all our shows are on YouTube. You can watch them back, create your own account on YouTube, favourite your shows, sign in, and you get notified every time we go live as well. If you like us on Facebook, you'll get notified every single time we go live.
And I'll just say as well, Michelle and Andrew are just so lovely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Did you say it? Did it? Or was I
didn't
just
say
not
Michelle
listening?
and Andrew, but
No.
you know what I mean.
We know what you meant, yeah. We just didn't want to be anyone, you'll go, you'll go, oh, what about Michelle and Andrew?
Andrew Fish, I didn't mention
Michelle and
Debbie
Andrew.
Fish.
That's
That lady, what's that lady called? Blonde hair. Sarah, yeah, she's great. Forgot what she looked. Leanne, again, actually, I've never worked with Leanne.
Have you all Leanne?
know.
Brilliant. Do you know what's funny about Leanne?
Yeah.
Is because obviously, as many of you know, if you don't, Leanne's the head of product development. So a lot of the time in the office, we go through into the office, which is just at the side there. Leanne's got her product development head on, you know, so decision making and deciding and getting her team together, what they're going to design. But as soon as she comes on here, you know, it's her absolute full personality you get to see. She's such a laugh, she's so funny. She is in the office, but obviously she's got that designer head, so to say, on, and yeah, she's so good. I was on 2 weeks ago demonstrating and she was presenting. What an absolute laugh.
She, I was in the cafe and I was getting a coffee and she was stood next to me. She terrifies me because she's like looking at me. I remember she's like this big and she's like looks up at me and goes, hello. I'm like, hello, Leanne. It's like royalty, isn't it? It's like crafty royalty.
It is.
And do you know what? I remember, sorry, Craig, the first time I ever met her when I was first up here, right, this is what she said to me. She went, and who are you? And I was like, I'm George, I'm one of the new presenters. Oh, it's good to see you. That was it. And I was like, okay. And she's terrified, but I love her to bits.
You know, I remember before COVID and that, when myself and Debbie Fisher would go across to Germany for QVC.
Yeah.
And we're having something to eat one night, we were chatting away and that. And funny enough, we were talking about Leanne, because Leanne and Debbie are really good friends. And I was saying to her, for me, and this is, by the way, meant as a compliment, for me, Leanne is like the Simon Cowell of crafting. Yeah. You know, where, you know, you don't actively go out to please her, but what you want to do is you want her to think, because she's designed these products with the team, you want them to be proud and happy with what you do.
Absolutely.
So that's how I see her as a Simon Cowell with crafting. Absolutely.
It's what I was saying about the team working behind the scenes. When we see these on the screen, when we bring you our brand new launches, our brand new products, there's been months and months of preparation, planning, designing. So much work goes into something, and we want to give you the very best. And do you know what I mean? Leanne thinks about every little detail of something, doesn't she? The team
She's a crafter,
They do, exactly. And look at this. She has helped make this, and Craig, that is stunning with those rosettes.
It is. It really, really is. Now look at that. Now for this one here, now yes, of course, Leanne's team, predominantly when it comes to Sarah's signature, we'll work with Sarah. you know, it's her brand of collections. So you can tell the design, the colour, it's instantly Sarah. So yes, you do have elements in here, so you can do your invites for garden parties or celebration parties. But if you want to bring that into your card making, if you want to bring it into your scrapbooking, you want to die cut elements and then emboss them, you absolutely can. There's so much that you can do. Folders in there as well as some little sentiment. It's a really, really gorgeous colour that runs throughout. But what to say as well, and funny enough, when I'd done a Facebook Live last night regarding our launch day products earlier on, we got talking, because we just chat away, and we were on about favourite collections, and Garden Party was a favourite of a lot of you at home that were saying, I just love it.
I really do, and guys, you're loving it now. Let me take you through what you're getting within this bundle. You're getting the rosette. This is what Craig's just been showing you there. You're getting the rosette die. You're getting as well the edgeable dies within here as well. You're getting this with the bordered lace, and you also ornate lace, should I say, and you're also getting that there with the whimsical balloons. Those edgeable dies. 2 dies in there. You're getting the detail, and you're also getting the die, the worker die, which cuts it out for you nice and easy. You're getting a little bit of everything within this die. You're getting this section, I say. You're getting the stamps as well. Sentimental florals, allowing you stamping by numbers. You've got the numbers here. It teaches you step by step, and you can build it up with these stamps. You've also going to be getting this as well, the sentimental summertime pennant as well, allowing you to create these beautiful things. That's where you got that daisy from, right? Is it, Craig? That wonderful little daisy that you put.
That's it.
Yep, that's it. There it is as well. You're also going to get this as well, the happy summertime sentiments, the numbers, the invitations, perfect to be used time and time again. You've just seen Craig using these as stamp and dies. You saw it there, sorry, George, spin it around. You get it there with the dies, the stamps, everything there for that parasol to create something amazing. You're also going to get the ornate cage, the vintage bird cage as well within this question. Loads of love for this as well. And time for tea. I mean, you can't go wrong with tea, sugar cubes, macaroons, everything. This is a great little collection as well. It is the wonderful delicate roses. It's a beautiful little collection which just works so simple, so elegant, so thin and so delicate. You're going to get as well the words, the party celebrate words. Again, 2 dies make these up. You've got that wonderful inside lines and that big bubble. Then embossing. I mean, we've seen some great embossing folders as well today. This is a brilliant embossing folder. This is the parasols, and you're also getting the teacups as well within this collection. You can see it there, allowing you to create a wonderful embossed look. And stencils as well. This has got everything in this collection. Something, you know, if you're brand new to crafting, what a perfect way to start, because you're going to get a little bit of everything within this collection. You're going to get the wonderful delicate doilies, should I say, and traditional you know what I meant. The traditional lace as well. A little bit of everything within that collection. What a perfect way to get you started as well. £70.32, $90.42, $42, $90.42. Best ever price, saving yourself 60%, and that incredible platinum price, $56.26, $72.34. Someone's just put, is Lisa on this evening? Haven't managed to find her all day. Do not go anywhere, Hillary. She's going to be coming very, very shortly. Guys, we've also got the Spinner Twirling Characters stamp and die 5-piece collection. Craig showed it you earlier. Hi, ignore me, I'm just here. Craig showed it you earlier. It's a great, wonderful little collection that I've made that shelf look really messy now, haven't I, in the distance? You guys adore these, and what a great little fun element to bring into your cards. A great little collection that so many of you love. We've had sellouts of these already today, so we're bringing you a brand new bundle, a brilliant price, £11.98, $14.92. We're starting with the unicorn, again, to create a wonderful spinning element. You're getting everything there, the stamps, the dies to cut out the stamps, and that wonderful pennant as well. That is beautiful. That is the wonderful twirling unicorn. We've also got the twirling bird, perfect for Valentine's Day. Tweet, tweet indeed. You're also going to have the twirling cat. I love this with a little fishbowl. I think it's very playful. Absolutely adore that. And the twirling bunny. Easter's around the corner. That's going to look great. Oh, there's that not. That's gone. It's gone. Sold out. Sold out. Sorry, guys. Sorry. It was just, I'm sorry. I've let you down. I'm really sorry. You've also got the twirling dog as well, with a little dog house. I mean, that could be used for so many different times. And again, the elephant as well with that balloon. That's just so cute. So sorry about the bunny that was in there amongst this mistake. But you guys have bought it. It has sold out. But those wonderful 5 animals are available and in that bundle as well. £11.98, $14.92, and that incredible platinum price. Is that a 70% 60% saving? That's
isn't it?
ridiculous, that price, how cheap that actually is and what you're getting in for there. Just, there's like 12, 13, 24, there's like over 60, 70 elements in that. That's ridiculous, isn't it, Craig?
Really, really is. You've got loads. And do you know what? As a crafter, use them the way that they're intended. If you follow our Crafter's Companion for some time, you'll maybe have things such as your penny sliders that you can start to use these characters for, mixing and matching, or use them the way they're intended. Now, if you have been watching for a wee while, even just a couple of weeks, you will know all about Elephant Gate. And with this one, I'm away to use an elephant stamp.
No, Craig, don't do it to yourself.
I'm away to use an elephant stamp.
Fine, it's your funeral.
So we need to make sure that this elephant is nice and safe. What I will just do and explain, for those that don't know, I used a past collection a couple of weeks ago with an elephant stamp, little elephant stamp, and there was a die with it. So I like to die cut my cardstock, then stamp. So what I done, to make sure my elephant was in the right place, I die cut my outline of the elephant, pop my stamp on to make sure it was in the correct place, but then actually, tell a little lie. It was to make sure my die was in the right place. So I used my elephant stamp to make sure I had it where I wanted it to. And then I ran it through the Gemini, forgetting that I'd left the stamp where it was. And let me tell you, it was just smoosh bit of stamp. I actually took out the Gemini, looked at my plate, and I thought, what is it? It was like someone had taken glue gel and just splodged it all over. It had gone everywhere. So we're going to use the elephant for in this one. But I don't need to line up or that, so we should be good. Fingers crossed. So let's go in with this one here, George. We're going to make a lovely little 4x6 card here. So you can be using them for, oh look at that, my inky fingers. Use them for your tiny, tiny cards, or you can still go large if you want. So what I'm going to do within this one, you have got the left and the right side of the elephant because it's going to be twirling, so you want to see both sides.
Yep.
You've got the die to match, you've got the die for the little balloon, and then you've got your outer die of the balloon shape, which is going to create the aperture. So what I'm going to do is this is going to go into the middle there, but I do want pattern paper on the top. So I'm going to then line that up on top here, but what I've done is to make it a little bit easier. That would die cut through the Gemini, no problem at all. But to give it a little helping hand, I've taken out the centre of the black card.
Right.
I've got it out the centre. And what I can do with this one is I can actually mat and layer it. I think we're going to have to see Tracy and get some more tape runners because we're just about out.
Yeah.
So if we go round, and then I'm going to line that one up, tape that one in. I'm going to pop this straight onto my card blank as well. So I'm going to go all the way around once again. If I pop that one on, so let's line that one up. So really now you see your outline of your mat and layer, but really you've only got the pattern paper and your card blank underneath. So it really will make it easy to die cut. So what we're going to do is, in actual fact, I wonder if I press that down too much. The only reason being, tell you what, let's go for it. And I'll explain why I was wanting to check. Because we're going to create that twirling aspect, I want to sandwich my thread in the middle. So ideally, I would then come along, thank you George for the tape pens, I would come along and attach this afterwards, but I've popped it down, so let's just go for it for now. I'm going to run it through my Gemini Junior. I've got that one back. And all I'm going to do is wait till it goes so far. And you'll know what I mean by you hear distinctive kind of like noise, a thud. And that's just when the rollers of the Gemini have gone over the die. That's when I know, right, no more die cutting, let's reverse it out. So what we can then do is if we then remove this one, and because the pressure of the Gemini is probably fully secured, it has done. So not to worry, what I'll do, tell you what, I've got a couple of bits, here we go. So let's take this one so I can show you exactly what to do.
Yeah.
So the way that I've done this with it being separate, before I've die cut it, I put a tiny little bit of tacky tape on the back to get it into place. Then that means die cut it the way that I've done, and I've got that perfect aperture with the mat and layer all the way round. But what it also means is I can come along with my thread just shortly, and then that can be sandwiched on my card blank so you don't see the workings of it. And then what I can do for now, let's take our elephant front and back, and we'll do a bit of stamping with flagstone alcohol proof, and then we can colour it.
Absolutely. Fred says that these stamps are now on the endangered list. I mean, endangered species list and protected now, guys. So thanks, Craig. Can't have anything nice, can we?
Can't.
I mean, that price is just ridiculous for what you're getting. £11.98, $14.92. So much for your money, a huge saving. And look at that platinum price as well. If you're Club Inspire Platinum, that 20% extra off, £9.58 in the UK, $11.94. That's just so cheap, isn't it? I mean,
inexpensive.
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 Not cheap. Inexpensive. That's a big word.
Inexpensive.
Inexpensive. Learn something new every day.
Yeah. You always learn something new here at Crafters TV, that's for sure.
Do indeed.
No, I didn't just mean you, sorry, I just meant in general, I do.
Loads of stuff.
I do indeed. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my tri-blends, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time explaining these because we've got, you know, just hundreds of hours on YouTube where we go over. And I know that you do, you like your Colour Me Happy shows, don't you, George?
I love a Colour Me Happy show. Do you know why? It makes me happy. It's colour. I like colour though. I think colour just makes your life better, doesn't it? Doesn't it, Tracy? It does indeed. Tracy's in the studio. Look at her. Like
Cheers.
Look at her. All right. Loads of you getting in touch today. Loads of you loving this show. Remember, we've got the wonderful Lisa Horton joining us shortly, and tomorrow we've got even more special guests joining us in the studio. It's going to be a brilliant day, kicking everything off at 8 a.m. here in the UK, 3 a.m. across the pond for 5 hours of wake up call and create, chat and craft. So close. Craft, chat and create.
So close.
So close. That's going to be myself and Debbie Robinson. It's going to be a Yorkshire takeover. We're bringing Keith into the mix. It's going to be a triple Yorkshire takeover. Get your subtitles ready. You're going to need them.
Get your seatbelt ready. You're in for a bumpy ride tomorrow.
I've heard so much about Keith. I can't wait to have him here in the studio. I know Ben loves him. I know you love him. I know everybody's so excited to see Keith here in the studio tomorrow. It's going to be brilliant. But we've got Lisa coming up for you very, very shortly from Lisa Horton. Loads of you loving it today. If you want to get ahead of the game, head to the website crafterscompanion.com.co.uk.eu. See the full range of products we've got available for you. And remember, do not sit on anything. If there's something you like of Lisa's, check it out now, because guys, things have been selling out all day. There's exclusive products. I mean, I don't think there's much left. Just double check. Georgina's checking because there's a lot of it selling out all day. Every time we check, not like even every couple of hours, every 5-10 minutes, we can see what's getting lower and lower. If it becomes limited stock, there's a good chance within the next hour it is going to sell out. And I would hate for you to be that person who misses out on these amazing crafty goodies. Loads of love coming in this evening. Remember, any questions or anything you want to ask us this evening, comment below on YouTube and Facebook and we'll answer your question the best that we can. It's there for you on the bottom of the screen. But here's a little elephant with his little balloons, all excited for the party.
Absolutely. All ready to go. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a little bit of tape. Let's go in with our straight tape runners, thanks to Tracy. And then I'm going to add a little bit at the top and the bottom of my balloon.
Yeah.
So I've got this, it's not quite the invisible thread, it's got a little bit of sparkle in it. So I always like to use our tape runner to secure it slightly at first. Then what I like to do, you'll maybe have your own way of doing it, maybe a little bit of red liner tape or something. I like to put just the tiniest bit of hot glue, and that will then dry around the thread, around the cardstock, and it's going to be instant, well, within a few moments or two. What I am going to do is if I snip this excess and then giving it a few minutes and then I'm pressing the remaining bit down. Now, of course, be careful. I know with our ones, after 15 seconds or so, it's lukewarm to do that. You might want to use the little grips or that from the foil press.
I've got a little tip for hot glue.
What's that?
You lick your fingers, then touch it.
Right.
Because I was doing the wigs during Panto, and then Michael, who's a really good costume maker and wig maker, said, just lick your fingers, and then you can touch it, because it cools down pretty quick.
It does, yeah.
Just lick it, your fingers. And I'm not saying do that, and if you get burnt, again...
Yeah, we should do a disclaimer,
can't take
shouldn't we?
any responsibility on that. But it works for me, works for me every time. Licking your fingers on the glue.
I think, well, I know that I've kind of got like asbestos fingers with the glue gun, the amount of times I've been using it over the years. But yeah, you know, you maybe just want to use a little bit of your silicone mat or something like that. Or, you know, if you've got Lisa's mat,
Brilliant
it's really good. But then, if I bring in this purple mat so that you can see, we've got our thread just down the centre there. Perfect, we can see that, thank you, George. So then what we can do is I'm going to go in with my elephant, and then once again, I like to put a little strip down the centre of one with our tape runner. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it facing away from me, a little bit of strand of glue, and then I'm going to centralise it, and then I'm going to press. And then for this bit, what I would tend to use, George, is our Collage glue gel.
Yeah.
But for time and speed, let's add a tiny little bit of hot glue. And again, because you've got the elephant facing in different ways, you've got the one die. So die cut the elephant twice, and then what you'll need to do with one of the die cut layers, you're going to have to flip it on itself.
Right.
If you feel it's got maybe a little bit of a rough edge around the side, because there is a right and a wrong side when you die cut, what to do is just run it through your Gemini with your embossing mat, or maybe go around with an embossing tool just to flatten it, then you're going to get that flattened side of your elephant or whatever character you're doing. So give that one a shot. And then to finish off, let's go in with our, tell you what, just because I've got it as well, let's go in with our hot glue. And then I'm going to use the balloon into Nellie's trunk. And then what I can do is turn it over. And then I'm going to do the same again with Nellie's trunk. And then I have got a sentiment, because we've got sentiments in the set as well.
Yep.
So I've already stamped my sentiment saying big hugs. So let's go in with some foam pads.
It's a shame we don't have a tiger.
A tiger.
Because it was Chinese New Year.
Right, yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Year of the Tiger.
Year of the
Happy
Tiger.
New Year if you were celebrating. I can't remember what I am. I think I'm a goat or a rat.
I can never remember.
Why are you laughing, Tracy? Because I'm a rat. What is that? Is that it? The rat is a very clean, sensible animal. A lot of people like. It is the year of the tiger. I might be goat, but I am a Capricorn, and my last name's Akid, and a baby goat's called Akid.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, you see.
It is indeed. So that's what you are. Yeah, I need to have a look and see what I am.
What, a kid?
No, Chinese New Year. But then there we go, and let's finish it off. We've got a piece of pattern paper here. Add this one in.
Yeah.
But this could be, you know, you could make this into an easel card, twisted easel. It could be A5, or it could, you know, you could go big with your, oh, I've just had an idea.
Go on.
If you've got your large die that Lisa has, if it's still in stock, because I do have a confession, I did go and buy that afterwards as well. What you can then do is do that in the middle of your die cut. But here we go. So we've got our little elephant.
Yeah.
Let's then twirl and twirl and twirl and twirl and twirl. So you're going to keep going for as long as you want, and then you're going to close it, pop it into the envelope, and then when you give it to the recipient, oh, I've just moved my little gems. So you give it to the recipient, and then it's going to twirl all the way around.
So
you can
cute.
see there.
Oh,
really, really cute.
All made possible with that spinning twirling character stamp die and 5-piece collection. Remember that wonderful price. You're getting 5 different animals. You're getting the cat, the dog, you're getting the unicorn, the elephant, and you're also going to be getting the bird as well. £11.98, $14.92, an incredible deal. Working out like £2.50 a set or something. Guys, remember as well that Club Inspire Platinum price, £11.98, $14.92. Loads for you still to come up. We've got another 2 hours of crafty goodness. Craig's going to be joining us a little bit later on, but coming up for it after the break, the wonderful Lisa Horton's going to be here. I'll see you soon.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us craft along and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Yes, good evening, welcome back to Crafters TV, or good morning wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to Crafters TV. It is our creative cravings. However, guys, have you not heard the news? We've got some great friends joining us in the studio for over the next few weeks, especially during February, and I'm delighted to say she's been here this morning and this afternoon. You guys have loved her. It's the wonderful Lisa Horton. Evening, Lisa, how are we doing?
Good evening. I'm starting to feel my feet now. Now I know what I'm doing and I know where everything is. I know where the kitchen is and the loos are. I'm absolutely perfect. I've had a great day today. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Lisa. I know you've loved it. Now, Lisa, I know a lot of people are watching us for the first time because they're big fans of you and they've joined us. But some of our viewers who have been here a long time will be discovering you for the first time. So tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get into crafting and what made you start Lisa Horton Crafts?
I'll tell the story that I told you a little bit earlier. So in my previous career, I used to work in an office and then I got pregnant. I had my daughter and before I had my daughter, I had terrible morning sickness. So I got into crafting through watching shopping TV. However, when I went back to work, I went to work in a big department store that had a gardening department, linen department and a craft department. So I was working in the craft department and people used to come in and say to me, have you got that? Have you got that? And they didn't have it. So I'd write it down in my little black book in my pocket. And it went on for about 6 months and this book was getting really full. I thought, I've got to do something about this. So I went home and said to my other half, right, okay, what we're going to do? And he said, there's a tiny little shop round the back, back streets of Eastbourne where I come from. It's quite cheap to rent. Should we give it a go? And I said, yep. So I stocked it with everything in the black book. And that was the beginning of my journey. And it just has spiraled from there, really.
Absolutely. And you're here today, which is great.
Crazy, isn't it?
So good. I mean, we've had loads of your wonderful products in the show today. This morning, this afternoon, loads of stuff, but loads of it is sold sold out. But I'll tell you something that is really popular and is on its way of selling out is this, the wonderful Book Kick magazine. There's so much got it. 50% of the stock has gone on this. £12.99, $18.84. Me and Craig were saying this, you're still getting your platinum on this. So Lisa, this is incredible. There's your little picture. What is inside this wonderful box of goodies?
That was lockdown hair, by the way.
We all went, I looked like one of the Beatles after I'd finished.
Oh dear. So this is my third box kit, and this is actually probably my favourite box kit so far. So it is very much my style. So inside the box kit you're going to get your magazine, obviously, and you're going to get lots of other goodies. So let's open this. So if you didn't see earlier, I'm going to do what they call an unboxing and just give you an idea of what you're going to get, and then I'm going to do a little demo with some of the goodies in here.
Yep.
So let's turn it over first of all. Oh, don't want to show you everything. So your magazine is going to be great. It's got 68 great projects in here.
Brilliant.
From me and my design team. And then I won't show you everything, but I'll give you an idea of the kind of things that you're going to get. So lots and lots of exciting stuff. Now, when we hit the middle of the mag, it's quite a thick piece of the mag here. Right at the top, I'll just show you there. So all of this are your papers. So these aren't, you know, the papers that are shiny, that are like the wrapping paper kind of things that you used to find in cheap magazines. These are lovely. So you're going to get two of everything, and if you've not crafted before, this is a great way to start because you get all of your toppers on here, so you can cut these out, stick them to a card, and you can be done. But then as we go on, we see we've got our backing papers, we've got all our beautiful colours as well, like all these summer candy colours with the daisy theme running through it. And then all your leaves for the background, and these are so on trend. These are such beautiful, beautiful papers. And then straight into those polka dots, which is my absolute favourite. That breaks up all these other strong colours, and then we get into our plain colours. Now these are great because if you don't have inks, you might find that you want to stamp directly onto these papers, cut them out, or use the dies that come with this as well. So you can do lots and lots of things. So here we go, and it starts all over again. So you get two sets of papers, and then obviously in the back you're going to get more inspiration, but that's it. That's all I'm going to show you, so you can have a look when you get yours home. Then we get all this gorgeousness. So let's start with the stamps. Now the stamps, let's pop that like that. So the stamps are a really, really good size. You're going to get your flowers in here, you're going to get your vases, all your little filler stamps as well. You're going to get all your sentiments as well. And you can start building flowers as well with the stems and the leaves you get. So you get that. And then to go with that, it would be rude not to put the matching dies in. So you get your flower dies, these different sizes, you get your leaves, you get your vase again, you get your little tiny tag and another little banner there. So they all work beautifully. And then we get our beautiful embossing folder, which is a landscape embossing folder, which is absolutely cracking.
Yep.
And this is really great, you know, because you don't need an embossing folder that way with clouds, because the clouds are only in the sky, they're not in the bottom.
Yeah.
So we've done it landscape for you to get it right. So again, it's just the crafter's way of thinking, I think. And then we've got my favourite item in this kit, which is your stencils. I wanted two, they wouldn't give me two because they couldn't stretch the budget for two. So I said, right, put a line down the middle, give me diagonal, because now I can use this half and I can flip it. So I've now got two stencils in one.
Perfect.
So this is I mean, that's the last thing you get. But again, if you think about all of this, I mean, how much would it cost you to go into a shop and buy all these individual items plus the magazine? It's amazing, isn't it?
It's just incredible. We've got some examples here of what you can make with a magazine, and I think it's just worth looking at what you can make with this magazine. Because, like you said, when you said about that topper, I was a bit like, oh yeah, it's not like the magazine. That's that topper you were talking about.
Exactly.
And that paper is not that shiny magazine. That's made within it. You can also make this as well. Again, great quality little cards. I mean, well, little's not the word actually. Strong, striking cards. Again, another great little collection that you can see here, what you can make with it. And this as well. I think just so simple. You can even make easel cards in here. That's what I just love. You can make an easel card like that with that wonderful daisy. Again, all made possible with that magazine. It's a great little collection, that, Lisa.
And it's so simple. You know, all you do is pop a sentiment on the bottom there, which is from the stamps as well. So you'll find everything you need. If you've never crafted before, it's great, but if you have crafted before, it's equally as good. So there's lots and lots of options here. So I thought I'm going to do a really, really quick card. Now, we've got some other dies on the show, so I'm going to kind of mix up the stencils with the dies we've got on the show, and I'm going to take a DL card because they're my favourite. And I think it's a lot of your favourites out there as well, using the DL style. Now, when I use my DLs, I always open them out. I know where the crease, let's turn that over, it's got a mark on there. I know where the crease is, so I know where I'm working. What I do use, excuse me, is my low tack masking as well. So I'm going to grab some low tack masking tape. Mine's...
What's that little invention?
Do you know what? If I get asked about this all the time. This is made by Scotch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's... do you know, I should have shares in Scotch now. The amount of time that I get asked about this, and it's a 3M masking tape. It's the low tack. It's the blue one. And literally, look, you've got your little. So you can put it on your desk.
Oh my gosh, that's cool.
Like so, really cool, like that. I know you can't see that. Wish you can. There it is on the desk. But also, it's got like a finger ring, so you can use it. And you know, I tend to I hold it like this as well. So it's a really handy little tool.
Yeah, love that. Especially
Anyway.
wrapping presents for Christmas, that'd be
So
perfect.
yeah, Amazon's your friend for that one, I'm afraid. But yeah, they're really, really handy. So we're going to just take this stencil now. What I could do, I could pop it in the corner and I could do one here and I could turn it over and do one there. But that's not my style of crafting. I would never use a stencil to fill a page. I use elements of stencils, and it's just the way I work. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to put this at a very random angle, and I only want the circles. I don't want anything other than the circles. So I'm going to go, it will make sense in a minute, and I'm going to pop this, bring that like that. I'm going to pop this just over there so it covers that line. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little bit down here. And because it's low tack, it will come off really easily, and a tiny bit more. See how easy it is to use?
So easy.
It's like a little genius tool. It was a gift from a friend of mine, and one of the best gifts I've had. So now I've got some Harmony inks, which are the water reactive dye based inks. These are my favourite colours. Anybody who knows me will know I either use oxides, or these are the three colours in Harmony, which are the Lemon Tonic, the Fuchsia and the Ocean. And you'll see on my Facebook page that I do use these a lot, and I get asked a lot.
Lovely.
So,
if people want to follow you on Facebook, Lisa, what do they have to type in?
Yeah, I've got a group. So if you type Crafting with Lisa Horton, I've got a group of about 6,500 members, and I stream Crafters TV. When I'm on here, I stream it straight into my group, so you can pick up the shows from there. And Lisa Horton Crafts is my page, so you can catch me that way as well.
Perfect.
Okay.
Great stuff.
So these aren't with you guys yet, but these will be coming. These are my blending brushes, and we're going to use 3 of the blending brushes to use today. These are fantastic. And what's lovely about these, as you'll see, is the heads are particularly flexible on my brushes. They're very ergonomic, but they're very, very handy, and they work beautifully with the water reactive ink. So
Can I just feel them, Lisa? It's just so.
There's a new one down there. It's in my bag there.
Well, no, I just want to feel it because that looks good. That feels good as well.
They're really lovely. You really like them. So I'm using the larger brush. They come in sets of 4. You do have smaller ones if you want to. And all I'm going to do is randomly go around in areas, just around here. Tiny amount. I don't want a lot of ink. I don't even want a lot of colour, really. Okay. But I will do my best next time I'm here to see if we can get you some of these lovely brushes, because I know you're going to like them.
I think you will. Loads of love coming in for you, Lisa. Michelle said, whoop whoop, Lisa's in the house. Mary, what a great success story, Lisa. And loads of love for this magazine collection. A lot of love for it. Barbara, this is a great magazine. And Dawn went, those stencils which you're seeing now are genius. And Con said, these are such fabulous demo cards. Your design team are phenomenal, Lisa.
I have the best design team on the planet. I really do. So we're going to use the messy mat again. So I can then use the fuchsia and I can pat it off, so I know straight away how much colour I've got, and that is the beauty of the white mat. And then we're now going to go over where we've just been randomly with the pink. So this is a very again, a very Lisa clean and simple card, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. So literally there, and now you can see where those colours mix. So you've got the blue, you've got the pink and the yellow turns into orange, and now we're just going to bring in the blue as well, and I'm going to pull that onto the mat as well, just in case. Yeah, that's not too bad actually, that one. And then we're going to just pop a little bit more colour on.
Love this.
And what that will do, it will give us almost like a little bit of purple now, because you're mixing those colours, and a kind of tinges of grey as well, which is what we want.
Yeah.
Okay, so leave that as it is. Now I'm just going to wipe that off my mat. And this is the beauty of these mats, because now I can just go with water. And if I want to, if I was so inclined, I could then bring in a piece of card and I could mop that all up and create another background. So I'm not going to do that now, but this is just that, and this is to show you wipes off.
Is so much love for the messy mat. It's so good. The non-slip messy mat, I mean, just to touch on this very quickly, it's huge, it's inexpensive, and it is so effective. I mean, I've got one here on my desk. If I put my weight on it, you can see it there. If I put my weight on it, it is not going anywhere, and there's a lot of weight on there. It does not go anywhere. The only thing that's moving is my hands.
Yep.
That is it. But like, it's not going anywhere whatsoever.
And then you lift that corner. It's magic, isn't it?
It just comes off straight away. There's no. And it's not sticky. It's like.
It's hard to explain, isn't it?
It's like masking tape, but you put it down. It just doesn't go anywhere.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. So honestly, I think Craig's just bought one as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Is that based on seeing it?
Yep.
Yeah. It's honestly, you know, it's a good advert if you actually see it.
Because you're right, because I've watched you, you know, in the other channels, and I thought, do I need one? Do I not?
Yeah.
Because obviously there's craft mats out there.
Yep.
You know, so for me to see it live and say to you, I've got glass mats, I've got crafting mats, I needed that mat. And in the last show, while you were demonstrating, I went on and I bought it, as well as a few other things, Elisa, as well, after seeing it. So honestly, if you're thinking, do I need it? Please,
and not even
it's phenomenal.
There's so many other options: kitchen drawers, carpets, baking. You were saying your husband.
Yeah, my mum's got them for a pastry.
Yeah.
She uses that. My cat has one under a food bowl. My daughter has one in her bedroom because she makes a mess when she's gaming. And they are just really handy to have in the house. Mine's cut into quarters actually. A quarter of it is on the side in the kitchen, and we're not going to talk about this, Craig, for very long. And then my husband, Danny, he puts his drink down, puts his spoon down on the side. But when you've got a messy mat, just lift the spoon up, wipe it. Done.
Done.
No stains. So just another way of using them. So now we're going to lift this off, just quickly. Oh no, gently. But the masking tape's so good that it doesn't really matter. Let's bring this up. Bring that like so, and look at that.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. That's
brilliant. Stencils are one of my favourite thing to use. One of my favourite thing. I adore them. And how easy is that? Just these are my three colours. So you need to get Ocean. What did the other one called? Fuchsia and Lemon Tonic.
Perfect.
That's the water reactive inks. They are perfect for some of these demos. So really quickly, we're just going to pop on some die cuts. Which let's show you where we're taking them from for a start. We're going to use the urns.
Yeah.
So you're going to get the 4 elements, but you get 7 or 8 pieces because you get your mat and layer for the jug and for the milk, and you get your extra bit. Then you get your two vases or urns.
Perfect.
So all I'm going to do is grab one of them, and actually I think that's a really nice colour. So that will sit like so. Okay, so that looks very random, but it's very, very clever and looks very cool when it's done. I'm going to pop some foam pads on the back of that. And we'll be better this time because I've got actually no, we'll use Craig's fingers while I'm getting the other bits ready, if that's all right, Craig.
Of course it is.
He removes my tape for me because of my telly nails. Thank you,
Thanks, Craig.
sir.
Here's Help the Nation.
While we're doing that, we have some die cuts. Now we've got 2 options here. We're going to use the tatty stems.
Love these.
Love these. And these are the ones that are, thank you, Craig, these are the ones that have got more than one stem, if you like. So you've got more than one element. The other one has just got a set of 5 single flowers. So we're going to use that one. And then we're going to use this exclusive die, which I really haven't had time to show you very much of. But this is just such a beautiful die. We're going to use this a couple of times. When you get it, it all comes in one piece, but you can separate it with the little pips. Mine's already separated. So now what we can do, if we pop this down here, I think that should go. This is what I mean by I'm clean and simple in my style. So we'll pop that like so. Yeah, that's nice and straight. And then we've got these little black flowers here,
Gorgeous.
which are like so.
They look so delicate, Lisa. I absolutely
pop
adore
that.
them.
I love this. Absolutely love this.
Oh, this is the epitome of how I craft. I mean, you could probably vouch for me as well, can't you? This is how I craft. You can pop another one in if you like. No, I don't think you need to. I think it's a bit too to So that would be just like that. And then at home, this might just be a card as it is. But if you wanted to, I won't do it, but because I don't want to spoil it, because I really like it simply, you could take one of these sentiments, literally maybe thanks for all you do, you know, or blooming perfect, and you stamp it straight across where that ink is, straight across.
Nice.
And I would leave it just like that, nothing else. Use that white space. So let's just glue this one down so we can fold it over and stand it up.
I mean, when you flipped it then, that white on that flower, if that was on a black card, that'd look beautiful as well.
Absolutely. So there's so many options that you can do. Let's use, actually, I'm going to use...
When you are designing things, Lisa, you know, for you, for your company and stuff, what's your biggest inspiration? What do you go, oh, that'd be great if we did that as a die?
Simplicity.
Yeah.
I like that I could, if I can get something, just to put it on a card, if I could just take that and I could put it down there and I look at that and I go, yeah. All it needs is, and that for me starts the whole process rolling, and it can go on forever, but that's how designs come to me. So then all I'm going to do is just going to pop that down.
The thing is, while you're doing that, and I don't mean to chip in, Lisa, because the sections are all about you, but as a crafter as well, who's got lots of things, and, you know, with all due respect, and you said it as well, that's just 3 colours, corner of a stencil and a couple of die cuts. And
that's
I absolutely adore that.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Love it.
Perfect for new homes then.
Yeah.
Very much so. So it's a sorry card, it's a mum card, it's a lot of people's cards. But just remember, get your stencils, use your stencils, just an element of them in the background. Use your dies. So I'm not gonna keep going on, but there is one. Let me just see where I've got this. Where's my little bits for the? Oh, where's the bit that sits inside the? You know, the lattice is what I'm looking for. I put them all down somewhere. So the lattice work, for example. Here it is. Sorry, let me just grab this.
Yeah.
So another way, you know, if you haven't bought the box kit, for example, but you bought, say, the lattice die, cut this out. You cut this out on scrap card, whatever colour you like. Use that as a stencil to create exactly the same thing in the background, or even chop it out so it's totally random and you've got just elements of this. Pop it in the background and just put that focal point at the front.
There's so much with it.
Yeah, that's my kind of card, and that's as difficult as it gets for me when it comes to crafting.
Absolutely. There's so much within this pack. Again, it's 68 all occasion designs to help you. You are getting within here, you're getting the Cloudy Sky A6 embossed folder. You're also getting the 13 dies, 25 stamps, and the 2-in-1 stencil, plus 78 elements of paper and toppers within this pack. Plus there's a chance for you to win stuff as well. And a great magazine. Sometimes you just need a crafty magazine to sit back and relax. $12.99, $18.84. You are getting so much for your money in that. We've also as well got some great dies as well from Lisa Horton today. Some great dies. A lot of them have been flying off the shelves. We're starting first of all, starting with the words, Georgina, the tatty words. Yes. Tatty Word is gone, it's sold out. No way, the Tatty Words has sold out. So many of you have been going this. Trailing Leaves, guys, exclusive to us here at Crafters TV. The next 48 hours, 30% of the stock has gone £14.99, $21.99, saving yourself over 10%. The urn jugs and vases, again, you've seen Lisa just using these on that wonderful card. 30% of the stock gone. 7 elements, again, you can see the different designs with the milk and the flowers there on the side. $16.99, $24.99, a 15% saving. Tatty blooms for you guys. Again, Lisa just seen using it there. How elegant these are for you. Again, £12.99, $18.99. How much was that, Georgina's gone? 40%? 40% of the stock has gone. Remember, you're also getting your club inspired discounts on top of these as well. It's crazy. You've got the tatty stems as well. Again, Lisa using these. Beautiful. Third of the stock gone. £14.99, $21.99. Saving yourself a 10% saving. The tatty twinsies. I've got to say it right. 8 different elements. 50% of the stock has gone. If you're wanting to get it, guys, tonight is the night. £12.99, $18.99, saving yourself 10%, and that Club Inspire discount is just incredible. Then you've got the ornamental lattice as well. 60% of the stock has gone. 60%, over half of it is off the shelves. $24.99, $36.49, saving yourself 15%. And Perfect Happy You, great collection. 50% of the stock has gone, half of it going off the shelves. $24.99, $36.49 at half. 15% off, guys. And we've also got this as well, guys. These have been so popular, the wonderful slimline 3D embossing folders, the clematis, loads of them. We've had loads of different flowers. We've had a garden centre full of flowers today, and unfortunately a lot of them have sold out. However, we've managed to get these in for you, the clematis again, £7.99, $11.59. you get the embossing folder, and you're getting the die as well in this. You're not getting the die in this one, so you're getting the embossing folder, sorry. Embossing Lonely at £6.39, $9.27. There has been so much love for these embossing folders today, the Slimline 3D embossing folders. It's a great collection. There's been so many love for it. We were talking about this before the show. Lisa's embossing folders are what put Lisa on the map. £6.39, $9.27. When you see this embossing folder in action, it's going to be perfect. Lisa, we were saying this earlier, embossing folder has gone up, hasn't it? It's like more popular than ever, embossing, and yours are some of the best in the business.
Thank you. I'm going to say they are, because they are. I love my embossing folders. But yes, do you know what? They're another one of those unsung heroes like your stencils. They don't have to be an expensive product to be a good product. So embossing folders are great because you can letterpress with them, you can just leave them plain, you can put your waxes on them, you can colour them in, you can do so many things with them. And think outside the box a little bit when you use your folders. So for example, I'm going to do a demo in a little while using the trading foliage and the ornamental lattice die. And I'm thinking already, actually, this is going to come into its own in a minute because I'm going to use it twice now. So let's open this folder. Now this one doesn't come with a die. This is just a plain background embossing folder. So it's 110 by 220 in size. So it's a typical slimline size die in folder. So pop this into your folder like so. Try and use like a good weight cardstock, a nice smooth cardstock when you're just using the folder on its own. And I've got 250 GSM extra smooth card, and Craig has kindly showed me what the plate combination is for the Gemini. So it's your clear cutting plate, the embossing folder, this is your magnetic plate, and then your, what's this one called?
Plastic shim.
Your plastic shim.
And I know that because, as you know, Lisa, I've got many of your 3D embossing folders, and that's the plate combination that I use.
Of course you have. I see your name come up when I'm packing sometimes. Or Danny does often. So we run that through very easily. Now please remember that it is a 3D folder, so if you're using a different machine, please check your manufacturer's instructions for sure, because if it doesn't go through, please don't force it on a regular setting. So let's pull this up straight away. I can see that looks stunning. And again, I've done it on white card just to be difficult so you can see the detail now.
Love it. Look at that. It's just...
You've not seen these yet,
have you?
That is
the shot, isn't it? That is the shot of all shots.
Now you can see, right, if I get my pokey tool, my glamorous pokey tool, you can see the layers. So when I say 3D, it's not just got one layer here, it's got layer upon layer upon layer upon layer. So this is where you can start doing your colouring in. So if you want to start doing your watercolouring, I'll show you very briefly, just with one leaf, how you can just colour these in beautifully. So that is how I would use it, like so. Now I'm just going to do this because I've got it all ready for the next demo. So I'm taking another piece of card, and this is the element that's going to go in the middle of my project in a minute. So pop that to one side. So now I'm not using the whole of the folder, I'm using one of my die cuts.
Perfect.
So let's turn that to one side.
You know the comments, Craig, are coming in a second about that pokey tool. They're going to love that pokey tool.
I'll just show you, because I will be bringing it hopefully very soon. So the pokey tool has obviously got my name on it, and it comes, you can't use the jewels, but you've got your pokey tool one end, and on the other end you have your gem pickup tool. Okay? So And it comes in a little tube as well. Great.
No, the reason I'm like that is because, as you know as well, you'll know at home, there's another like pickup tool, it's like a pencil,
Yes.
you know, white
Yes.
pencil.
Yes.
And I use it, we don't stock it here, but so many people see me on live, like, oh, where did you get that, where did you get that? Now that they know that yours is coming to Crafters TV,
And the
hopefully
good thing is
soon.
that's wax, so you can manipulate it, because it does chip at the end, and you just manipulate it, and then you can replace the nibs as well. So hopefully, give me a few weeks, and
We'll get there, man.
We'll get there with that one.
Tracy's excited. I can see Tracy's little face there. Like, Tracy's the crafter as well. I went, I just saw it on the screen. She went, yeah, I want that. That'll be coming soon. Loads of love coming in for that. Again.
Posh pickup tool.
Yeah.
Because Debbie Robinson's got one, hasn't she? She's got to pick up a pokey tool, and everyone goes, oh, where did she get that? And she goes, I got it specially made.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
It's a long story, but I got it made especially. I don't know why she sounds like the lady from Chicken Run. Jane has got, literally, I knew it was coming. Jane Wilson, pretty pokey tool. It started.
There we go.
Started a trend.
So now I've got to stick to my word, haven't I?
Yeah.
So now look at this on the cream, on textured cardstock.
Look at that.
So now straight away, from my point of view, I want to ink it, but I don't want to ink it because it's too beautiful to even touch, really. So we'll set that one to one side, and we will use that in our next demo. But if I can just do...
Wow, look at that.
There you go, look at the angle.
That's incredible, that, Lisa.
They are, Craig will probably vouch for me, they are pretty much the best on the market, aren't they?
Yeah, you know, that when you get 3D, and you know something, it's one of those things, because we have our own range, but I'm so absolutely, when Lisa's the depth, we get told, try not to do it on white card because it's hard to see.
Yep.
But then you see Lisa's white card, ivory card, and you see it crystal clear. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
The comments of the tools are making me laugh. Everyone's just going, Marion, love that tool, please get in loads in stock. Pam, yes, the rat rose gold is gorgeous. Amy, I want a pokey tool like Lisa. Jane, pretty pokey tool. It started. We will try.
This is why I haven't used it all day, because I thought otherwise you're going to get inundated with pokey tool comments.
Hey, we know what we want, that's the thing. Sometimes it is those little things, isn't it?
It really is.
Absolutely.
It really is. So I'm using my brushes again. This is something that will come to you, I'm sure. And I'm going to use an ultra fine brush. It's got a really fine nib, and I'm going to show you my watercolor palette.
Love it.
So when you get yours home, yours will not look like mine. Yours will be pristine in a beautiful box. Like so, turn it round, in a beautiful box like so,
yeah.
And it will look gorgeous.
I must ask, Lisa, I picked it up earlier, there's a ring underneath it, isn't there?
Yeah.
What's that for? I was curious, what is the ring for?
Pop your finger in there, so if you're travelling, if you're working, if you're left or right-handed, so you could be working, I'm right-handed, so pop that there.
Yeah.
You can open this up. If you haven't got nails on, and then of course you hold it like that, so
perfect.
you know, if you're an artist you can now just do that because it's in your hand. So yours will come with a lovely water brush, but you can see mine is so well loved, it's ridiculous. So that's a good advert for it, if nothing else. You're going to get your 24 pans. Now you can turn your pans around as well. I've given you a gap in there so you can move them around. This is what we've got. Now let me bring in my water, and I'm going to just put some water in this one here. I'm going to find a bit of black card actually. I've got a little bit off piece here, haven't I? So this is your chameleon gold. So you let the colour settle, you soften the pan. Just want to get some colour on here. Now this chameleon gold is the little gem in the set. So I'll put some on my black card, just like so, to show you. Bring that down for you. I might need to hold that up for you, but so you can see. Can you see that yet? It's still wet. Let's move that. Come forward for you.
Look at that. That's
wow.
Incredible.
So straight away, it's wet, so it will dry, but you can see the pigment in it straight away. So when that dries, okay, what you're going to do is you are going to mix, you can see it starting to dry now. When you mix that with any of your other colours in here, I'll pop this back down and show you. You can now mix that. So if I take that, I can then mix it, I don't know, let's mix it with the red.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, if I pop the red down, I hope you'll see it on here. You've now got a metallic red. Let me bring that in a little bit for you. So obviously you're going to have to leave it to dry a bit, and I've just done it in a really tiny area, but you can see It's got the metallic to it. It takes the colour, so it brings the gold in. So you're going to get red with a hint of gold, or whatever other colour you choose to use. But of course, these are stunning colours. So let's if we've got a second for me to colour a leaf in, or do we need to have a break?
Go on, colour it in.
Yeah, go for it.
Sure? I don't
Go
mind,
for it.
don't
No,
mind.
you go
You're
for
a
it.
guest, Lisa. You
So-
do whatever you want, my lovely.
So I just want to show you this because it's so lovely. So I'm going to put water down just on this leaf here. So what's going to happen when you when you pick up your water, when you pick up your paint, it would just land on these areas. So because it's a tiny brush, you're not going to get a lot of water on there. So I just have to go back a couple of times. And all you're going to do is you're going to come in now, and you'll see that the water will just blend all the way along, and it will pick up all these grooves. Okay. Then you can be your own watercolour artist, because I can't talk when I do this. I'm ever so sorry.
Listen, we have this all the time with colour. When it's colouring inks with these pens, inks, watercolours, everybody just goes, I'm in a coma now, please leave me.
Yeah,
And
don't make me speak. Don't make me speak.
Look at that. Oh, look at that. It's gorgeous, though, that, Lisa.
So yeah, and all you do is you start to build your colour up, and what will happen, you can see now as I put more colour on, it's going to sit in all those little gaps, and as it dries, it will look absolutely phenomenal. You're going to love it. So a little bit of mindful crafting. It looks strange now because I've got nothing else coloured in.
Yeah.
So, but once you've coloured it all in and it all comes together, I haven't got one here, but there are plenty of it I showed earlier if you want to catch up on it. But they look phenomenal once they're all coloured in and pretty.
They really do.
Yeah.
If you're wondering, that is a snowy scene with one leaf poking through. That's why there's one green leaf. It's a snowy scene, isn't it? Snowy flowers.
Exactly.
It's all part of that Euphoria watercolour selection. 24 colours and that brush as well. £24.99, $36.49, saving yourself over 15%. We're going to be seeing more of Lisa a little bit later on in the show. Craig is getting himself ready to join us again for Creative Cravings. We have got some amazing stuff coming up for you in this show. Loads of love coming in. Mary Both saying I'm enjoying watching Lisa's demo. Stick around. She'll be coming back later on. Scrap Paper Scissors on YouTube said those paints are going into Craig's basket, and Mary Pat said, oh darn, now I'm going to need the watercolours. You're going to need them, guys. Remember, loads of Lisa Horton stuff is coming out of stock, guys, if you wanted to get it. But we've got loads more for you in Creative Cravings coming up for you. We've got the Decoupage. It's a great collection, one of my personal favourites. There is so much within this collection. You've got the pads, the stamps, the dies, and the 26 elements, 192 decoupage sheets. This is a brilliant collection, £75.99, $108.95. If you've not seen this set before, you are going to get everything you need to have a go at decoupaging. This is just here. We're looking at first the Precious Poppies. What you can see there is that wonderful sheet there, the 6x6 paper pad. What you've got there is the different elements of decoupaging, that layering, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you're thinking, oh, I've got to cut those out to layer those up. No. We've given you the dies as well. All you have to do is layer the dies up amongst the sheet, and you're going to get it cut out, and instantly you're going to be able to create this decoupage sheet there. Alternatively, maybe you want to watercolour using Lisa's wonderful watercolour sets, those wonderful poppies yourself. Maybe you want to do it a different shade. If it's for remembrance, purple is for pets and animals, so maybe you want to do it in that shade. You're going to get the stamp as well, this wonderful stamp. You can stamp it out and then stamp it out a number of times, and then using these dies, layer it on top of the stamps to cut it out and maybe create something like that there. You're getting all the elements to do this. You've got it there with the poppies. You've also got it with here with the wonderful, beautiful lilies. You've also got it with as well the wonderful spring is here. Excuse me on that one. The wonderful spring is here. Again, that is your sheet, and that is the stamped elements. And you've also got roses in bloom. All available individually, guys. Maybe you've already bought this before and you want more of the decoupage sheets. They are available individually, and maybe just one set of the flowers is taking your fancy, whether it may be the lilies, the summertime, the roses, or the wonderful poppies. You can buy the bundles individually, but the best saving you're going to get is this that you see on screen, $75.99. All that incredible price over in the States, $108.95. Remember, you also get your Club Inspire Platinum price as well on that. It's a great saving and a great deal. Love it. So we've also got some brilliant deals. I'll tell you what, loads of you got things in your basket, all right? And I would hate for you to be missing out on anything this evening. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you a little bit of time. And you've heard me talking about Club Inspire a lot today. It's our way of saying thank you for shopping with us here at Crafters TV, at Crafters Companion. Work your way up through the ranks. The more points you have, the bigger your discount. Our wonderful Sarah is here to tell you more about it.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Yes, hello, welcome back to you Creative Cravings here on Crafters TV, brought to you by Crafters Companion. My name's George Akid. We have got another hour and 20 minutes. We've had the wonderful Lisa joining us all day from Lisa Horton Crafts, Mary Reno on YouTube. I was mesmerised by the watercolours. Julie Barlow on YouTube. Lisa products are great quality. A lot of you said that today. And Susan Griffiths on YouTube. Fabulous products and demos from Lisa. Love the elegant florals. So many sold out. There are so many sold out. If you've got any of Lisa's products sat in your basket, I'm telling you now, guys, get them checked out now. I'd hate for you to miss out. Still some great deals as well from your Creative Cravings is the watercolours. Watercolours Aqua Markers, again from Spectrum Noir. A great collection. You're getting 36 within this collection. If you've not seen us use our aqua markers before, they are upside down. I'm glad you told me, Director George. It's just the name, colours are fine. Sunset, Amber, Chestnut, this is starting here with your nature collection. You've also got here as well, you've got your wonderful florals, and finishing off this great collection, you've also got the primary. A brilliant collection, just like the same quality you always see with Spectrum Noir. You're getting 3 of the packs, and remember, they're dual tipped. You've got that wonderful brush nib there, and you've also got that wonderful bullet nib as well. They're your naturals, you've got it there with your florals, and you've got it with your primaries. Think of watercolours, but in a pen. Brilliant. Look back at our old shows, and also from $59.16 you're paying for that $77.47. We're giving you 15 sheets of watercolour card as well within that pack to get you started, to allow you to have some amazing fun. Imagine using those on those wonderful Lisa Horton stamps that you've seen today. We've also got a great collection with luxury cardstock, 150 sheet collection. It's a great collection. We do it really well here at Crafters, bringing some brilliant coloured cards. We're starting off with this wonderful glitter card. It's that beautiful. You can see the sparkles there. Again, what a great colour. Starting here with your pinks, your hot purples, and you've also got it there in the mirror card as well. And I mean, the reflection off that is crazy on that wonderful purple. You've also got it as well within the green. You're getting the green, so you're getting the wonderful glitter, you're getting that wonderful mirror, and you're also getting that matte satin matte mirror. I'm learning new words all the time. That wonderful satin just there, you can see that wonderful green shining. You're also getting it with the luxury gold cardstock as well. Oopsie daisy, I've got it caught in with another, oh, there it is. That wonderful gold, you can see it there, how wonderful that is looking. You've also got it with the wonderful silver as well, that wonderful silver colour. I mean, bam. And you've also got it as well within the ice blue, ice blue. $32.99, $50.99. It's a great collection. And remember, you're getting your Club Inspired Platinum price on that. I think it's about 30% saving, and what a great saving that is. You're going to get a great saving by buying the bundle if you were to buy individual. These colours are brilliant. Craig, we were looking before the break at the decoupage, and I can't believe it's so simple, isn't it, the decoupage sets? They have just made to do it so easily, haven't we?
It is, yeah, you've got everything you need as well. Just to say with that cardstock as well, even just going by the mirror cardstock, now it's not available singly, but if you were to look at others that are other brands within craft stores, if you go and have a look there, you know, mirror card, mirror alone, you could be looking at maybe like $1.29 a sheet, maybe a little bit more, certainly more for glitter card. So let's say £1 a sheet, and you're getting 150 sheets for that price that was on your screen a minute ago. So, you know, it is good to have within your stash. But yeah, going back to your decoupage. So what we've got here is, within each bundle, because you do get the whole lot, but if we have a look at our beautiful lilies, what you've got is you've got a pad to go with it. You've got 48 sheets. It is 6x6, so it'll all go through your junior if you want. However, what you could do is just snip around these and die cut them individually. They're going to go through your mini or your go, but they are 250 GSM, so you can mold them and shape them if you want to. So this is where your dies are going to match up on top of these little decoupage. If you're like me and love to fussy cut, they really are simple to fussy cut. I like to just sit there with my scissors and do a little bit of snipping, but the dies are there for you. So I tell you what, let's make it easy. I'm not going to use this sheet, but I'll set them over the top so you can see. So we've got number 1, and then what we've got is a little notch down at the bottom here, and that goes over number 1. And then all that you're doing, as Georgina says, which is true, that makes sense. It does. Number 1 goes on number 1. So to get it spot on, so you can see, you're seeing that white outline all the way around. Now, we don't do a bleed line because many of us actually feel a bleed line can put us off, and it can actually steer us in the different direction. In other words, actually be off course. So what we do is we make it exact. So as long as you see no white all the way round, you're spot on. Then what you could then do is come along with number 2, and you're going to do exactly the same. There's no white outline for this one, but exactly the same idea. As long as you can see none of the printed design underneath, you're absolutely spot on. And you're going to carry on with 3, 4, and 5. This is great. What happens when you run out of your sheets? Well, I know many of you had stocked up in the past, but you do get the stamps as well. And the stamps, these are the same size as the actual printed image. So you can do your die cutting, you can do your decoupage with your stamps as well. So what I decided to do, and Georgine thought it was a good idea, it's actually a question that get asked quite a lot. How do you decoupage with your stamps? How do you do it exactly? So I'm not going to do a full finished project. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can decoupage with your stamps. And what it does, what you will need is, because we've got 5 different layers here, you're going to, keeping it easy for yourself, you're going to stamp out your stamp 5 times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my white smooth stamping card, and for me, again, to make it easier on myself, I like to stamp it out a whole image 5 times. So I'm going in with my flagstone with this one here. No specific reason other than you can see it. So we're going to go on and we're going to press. So we want to make sure we've got a nice impression, which we do have there. So set that one out the way.
No, crazy.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Loads of people getting in touch about seeing how nice it is to see you again, Craig. Loads of love. Hannah says, oh, Craig, it's lovely to see you again. Vicky has said about the blue mirror card that we were shown before, the card is such a lovely colour. And Scrap Paper Scissors is saying, I have the Crafter's Companion mirror card. It embosses amazing.
It does. It really, really does. It looks absolutely gorgeous. The way that it cuts, the way that it embosses.
Yeah.
And all of our cardstock, even with our shedless glitter, you can put it through your electric cutting machines.
Yep.
It won't damage your blade or blunt your blade. So you're safe in the knowledge knowing that you can do that.
Absolutely.
Missed a little bit there, so all that I'm going to do is just press that back in. Now I've got my second one. So as I say, I'm doing it 5 times, and I find it easier, as I referred to a moment ago, to do the whole lot. Now what I mean by that is, by one of the layers, all you need is this little floral. But instead of having to pinpoint one area with a little bit of ink, I find it a lot easier to then stamp out the whole image, and then that way it's easier for you to pinpoint where you need to add. There's no point in putting the work all the way around. So let's do this one this way. So let's work our way. So I'll do another 2 more.
Yep.
And it just so happens that I'm kind of getting them in the centre of my cardstock. There's no reason for them to be other than one of the layers.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep one as my base layer.
Right.
So that one, you know, I wanted to keep it kind of within the centre. But then let's stamp out another 2. And then what you'll end up with is 5 stamped image.
Yeah.
But just think of them as 5 of your printed images.
Of course.
It will take a little bit more time in a moment or 2 to line them up, because you've got no outer edge to follow,
Yes.
because you've got that surrounding image. But you know what? It's once you grasp it, it is fun, and it's fun to see it come to life, knowing it's a stamped impression that you've done.
It really is.
And you've created it into decoupage.
Loads of you getting in touch this evening. Julie Barlow on YouTube. I've just placed 2 orders so far today, having said I was cutting down on me buying. I think today has been a great day for loads of people discovering Lisa Horton for the first time. Loads of you discovering some brand new products from us. Our wonderful launch day earlier. It's been a brilliant day. And do you know what? It doesn't stop tomorrow. Even more great things coming for you tomorrow. Don't forget, we are kicking things off bright and early, 8 a.m. here in the UK, 3 a.m. over on the East Coast. Myself and Debbie Robinson, who I've not seen in absolutely ages. We had a good chinwag last night when I saw her. And it's my neighbour. She was in, and we were having a good old chinwag. We are excited for 5 hours to kick your day off tomorrow. Wake up call and chat, craft and create tomorrow as well. It's going to be a good old day.
Did you want to borrow some of my tape?
I did. Do you know something? I was spying over at your table over there. I thought, no, it's a bit far. But yeah, did you catch me having a look? Did you?
Did you want some?
No, I'm not going to say no. I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a whirl.
You can
Window shopping while I'm, say window shopping,
You
just
are
like you at
shopping,
home.
mate.
My bank balance has taken a hit as well today.
Anne's come up with a great idea about the stamps.
I'll practice with
before you
it.
buy one yourself. Anne said, I like to use the stamps to make backgrounds to the decoupage.
Yeah, that's what I like to do as well. I like to do that. It makes it real fun. But what I've done here is I've done my first layer and I've popped it. That's really easy because it is the full image. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take which would be the second layer. Now you can use your printed as a guide. For instance, there's the number 2. So that's where my little notch is. So all that I'm then going to do is I'm going to pop that. So I know it's this part of the lily here. So I'm going to overlap it. And then, oh, that is good. Oh, that is good. I like that. I like that. So what we can do is overlay that. And again, I'm just making sure that where my die is, I don't see any of the black outline. So then I can move that one to the side. I'm going to bring in my next one. Oh, this is stressing Georgina out. She doesn't like to see these bits. It's all about the decoupage. It's like that for a purpose. Don't you worry, you'll love it by the end. I promise, I hope. No, you will. So then I'm going in with number 3. So again, if I refer to number 3, I know it sits like that.
Yep.
So what I can then do is come in and it sits like that one. So then what we can do is pop that. I'm not wanting to use lots of tape because I don't want to waste it for Lisa, but it's nice to have a try. Yeah, looks like I'm going to be getting another Amazon parcel coming in any day soon. I'm going to have Lisa's products waiting for me from the warehouse. I'm quite lucky, actually, what am I using that for? I'm quite lucky because if I don't get my products tomorrow, I'll get them on Friday because they come straight from the warehouse. So I am very fortunate in that way. I don't need to wait for Yodel to deliver it. But yeah, so between them and then, having a look on Amazon. Thank the Lord for Amazon Prime.
It's a dangerous place, Amazon.
It's good though.
I know at 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I've always needed that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's the sort of thing, isn't it?
I need a Zauser phone. I saw that the other day. A Zauser phone is a big German instrument which you put around your waist and it's got the big horn at the top like that, and you big. I was like, yeah, I need one of them.
You didn't?
I know, I've not bought a Zauser phone. I was tempted.
Oh, you were tempted?
It was the 1,500 quid that put me off it a little bit, and I was like, oh. I wouldn't know where to start with it. I wouldn't know where to store it. Karen said the decoupage makes a beautiful card, super fast and super easy. Hannah Hicks said the stamps are beautiful. They are very pretty as well. You can buy stamps individually. If you're wanting to invest in the stamps, you can get them individually. But at this great deal, you might as well buy the full set because you can have the freedom and the ability to have so much fun with it. Like our Craig is here with the wonderful... it's like a jigsaw.
You're watching me do the jigsaw,
I got distracted making it here. And the wonderful Barbara has said, I see Craig grab the tape dispenser already. I've got a question. How many of you have already purchased that tape dispenser tonight? I bet you have. Don't lie to me. I know who you are, but you've already put that tape dispenser straight in your basket on Amazon tonight. Loads of you have, because I know I will be as well, because it's brilliant.
It's cool, isn't it?
It's like
cool.
I tell you one of the things I saw, it was a battery-powered glue gun. My life changed when I saw a battery-powered glue gun, and it was like one of the drill ones, like an industrial drill glue. Oh, I bought that straight away. I went straight in my basket. I love them. Loads of scrap paper says Lisa Horton better do a tool check before she goes. That tape may be accidentally in Craig's pocket, and that pokey tool as well. Got a feeling they'll all be disappearing tonight.
Oh dear. No, not at all. I'm not like that. I may ogle it and have a look and try it, and then
try before you buy.
Try before I buy, absolutely. So you'll have seen with me with that one there, it took me a couple of minutes just to get it in the right position. You know, don't worry about it, don't stress about it, just take your time and you'll find that it starts to slot in by the flow of the design. Now I'm going to go in with the last one, so then I'm going to work my way in. So if I then have a look again with this one, so it is, by the looks of it, is it there, maybe there, or is it this one? So you're having a little bit of a play. You're seeing where, so I'm also going to have a look at this one by turning it over, and then finding where you need to go.
You could, if you've got the decoupage sheets, use the decoupage sheets to help you as well, because they'll probably, a bit like a jigsaw.
Well, that's what I was saying by what you can do is you can refer to the printed. If you want to cut them out first and use them in that way to do as a guide, you absolutely can do. So let's go, I think there we go. Is it that way? Is it that way? Nope, it's not that way. It's not that way. So I'm looking at this little curve down there. So that's why I keep looking either there. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. Or is it that one? Nope, it's not that one. Where's my next? So it's got to be a curve somewhere. There we go. Found it. Found it. So this is what I mean by I find it easier to stamp the full impression.
Yeah.
So if all I had done with this one is stamped out just a little bit of the design, it would have made it a lot more awkward for me to then slot it on top of the die. So now that I've got all of these ones here, so what I'm going to do is let's do a couple at a time. Now, of course, if you had the large Gemini, I've switched back to the junior, but if you've got the large one, what you can then do is do them all. I know, yeah, you would get all of them. What you could do, and actually I'll do it with this one, is we don't actually need that full layer for this. So what I mean by that, so let's set that there, let's set that there. If I take my scissors, and then all that I'm going to do is take away that excess. Now Georgina's not liking that, but to be honest with you, other than some of these bits that I would maybe come along and fussy cut and add them to my decoupage, which you could do, but for the sake of doing them all, what I'm going to do, this one I definitely wouldn't waste. I would do little bits of fussy cutting, but again, all that I want to do, trim that round, and then what you can do, this one here. So let's go in, so we'll do these three.
While you're doing that, loads you get in touch and say, the wonderful Sherry's been on. Thank you for sharing the technique, Craig. I got a set like this in a surprise sample bag for about 2 or 3 years ago on HSN. I had no idea why there were stamps included. Aha moment.
That's how.
And loads of love for it. Again, Kathy, I love the decoupage sets. Susan Griffiths on YouTube. Right, so we have the ready to go decoupage, then the everlasting decoupage. This is a great watch, Craig. Scrap Purposes on YouTube said, tell Craig it's the lily at the top, and Tracy how you put on YouTube it's the top flower. We got there in the end.
We got there in the end. Take your time, but yeah, and that's why I thought instead of doing a full project, we will show you the technique of doing it, because it is a question a lot of you ask. Sometimes you think, are you only stamping once and you're trying to die cut it all out? So that's why I said to Georgina, let's just do step by step how to do your decoupage with your stamp. So then what we can do, keeping in mind I've already got my base layer. You don't necessarily have to have a base layer, but I have. So what I'm going to do in here, so we're just out ever so slightly at the top, but you get that debossed effect inside. So you get that in your design. So then we can take out our second one. So we're going to take that one out. If you can't get your finger under there, is release holes.
Release.
So there is number 2. Well, technically it's number 2, although we've gone for 3 layers. And then we're just doing exactly the same, George. We're popping them out. So let's make it easier with my pokey tool. And you can then, colour them if you want. You can colour first and then die cut. Or what I would do, for a couple of reasons, I would die cut and then colour. For 2 reasons, and that is, 1, it just means you're only colouring where you need to colour, and then number 2, the last thing you want to do is colour it all, then you go and die cut it, and your die accidentally slips and it cuts through your coloured image. It's going to be a bit frustrating because you've spent all that time colouring, but as I always say, you do what feels easiest to you. Do whatever you like. But what I'm going to do for this, and we all know that for my decoupage, I use my foam pads, but for time and speed, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of my glue gel, and this can go on the front of a card. I've not created a mat for it for a very simple reason, because I was snooping on Lisa's desk when she wasn't looking. So we can set this on top of something and show you how well that you could frame it.
A lot of love for this tonight, Craig. Karen said on Facebook, so glad to see Craig do this. I've been hesitant to die cut the image, stamped image, but this is great for people. Patty's asked, I missed the name of that tape dispenser. Can someone tell me what it is? I want to check it out. Is it just Scotch paper dispenser on Amazon?
Yeah, it's Scotch. I think it's a clip-on dispenser.
Clip-on tape dispenser. There you are. From Scotch. Other tape dispensers are available. But again, you know, this is what we love though. People come in with their new ideas, their newfangled gadgets.
Yeah, I wish I'd thought of it.
Yeah. Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, haha.
Never know. That's a cool gadget, to be fair. But then, as I would do with my decoupage, layering it up, and as much as I love my foam pads, if you are using your glue gel, which if you are a beginner crafter, I would always say, try with your glue gel because you've got more flexibility because you don't have to get it in the right place the first time. You do need to let it dry, whereas foam pads are instant.
Let it dry.
But you're in the right sing-songy mood today, aren't you?
I'm in a sing-songy mood.
Well, you are, but...
Sing-song.
You like...
Mother Brown, needs a Mother Brown. That key in the chunky glue reminds me of what you got on corned beef.
Well, I use it for my toothpaste. Yeah. I use, because you get one in every box of your glue gel that you get.
Right.
And, you know, you only need one, maybe two if you've got a couple open. So I use one for my toothpaste.
My toothpaste is in a dispenser. Yeah. A little pump. Pump it out.
Oh, right, I see what you mean, yeah.
Well, I'm not posh, it was just the cheapest one.
The cheapest one.
It's in the supermarket, so I bought that.
But then there we go.
Love it.
So that's how you create your decoupage using your stamp. So if I lift it, and then we'll go from up above that you can see the layers. Now with obviously the glue gel, I can push that down slightly, but then why not come along with Lisa's frames, you know, pop that in there. Now if I'd done that in, say for instance, Pebble, you know, I used alcohol ink for no reason other than so you could see it, but if you used your watercolor card and then used your waterproof ink pad, you've got the frames, you can use Lisa's watercolors, which I may have purchased as well just earlier on. You can then start to do that as well. So really nice, so that's nice. Yes, you've got your paper pads there for quick and ease and instant colour, but if you like the black and white look, maybe the pebble look, rustic brown look, you want to use your quick dries, you can then come along and then mixing and matching with Lisa's products, whatever you've got at home, and that's how you do it. So I would suggest stamp them out, full images, and then position your die. So that's what I find easier. Give it a shot and see what's best for you.
That card would look great if you just splattered some ink on it, just some bright coloured inks. And it
I see what you mean.
Bit of abstract.
See what you mean.
All part of that wonderful floral decoupage pad stamp and die collection. That is just one of the little stamp pads and the dies from the wonderful lilies. You've got the roses, you've got the poppies, you've got the lilies, and you've got a wonderful summer collection as well. Remember, you can buy the items individually. Maybe you just want the stamps, maybe you just want the dies, maybe you just want the pads, or you maybe need to retop on those consumables of your pads. That's that great collection there. You're getting everything that you see there. That incredible deal, $75.99, $108.95, 25% saving for you there, guys. That could be yours this evening. Great deals for you coming in. Loads you getting in touch. Scrap paper scissors. This is a really brilliant demo. You can turn any large floral into a 3D image by fussy cutting. Love Craig. And Karen said, I'm so happy to see Craig do this. And the wonderful Tim on YouTube. Wow, love this image and techniques. Brilliant, Craig, as always. Some great deals for me as well from Hunky Dory. I've loved these. I've not seen these, and I absolutely adore them already. We're taking it back to the glamour age. Yes, the glamour age of radio. Apparently that's what it sounds like.
You thought about doing like panto or theatre or anything
I was thinking about it, but I don't want to get carried away. This is the great Hunky Dory collection, the golden age of glamour. It really is. There's some great collections. Why have I not seen this before? This is brilliant. You've also can make some great things like this, some great deals for you. And look at that. this, the Art Deco, the 1920s, the Great Gatsby. It's again a great collection. Starting off first of all with this wonderful paper pad here. Look at the price that you're paying for all of these wonderful 8x8s, double-sided. There's some beautiful pictures in here, some great images. The question is, where are you going to cut it first? Because I just do not know where you would start with something as beautiful as this. Again, it's a great collection, a great deal, double-sided. I mean, the colours that you're seeing here in this wonderful image, you're going to absolutely love it. Where will you start with this? It's a great little collection. Everything has been made to work with each other. You're starting with your paper pad. You've also got your wonderful pop-out selection is here. Again, there's so much you can do with this wonderful, wonderful collection. So many little sheets for you. Just pop everything out. Again, it's sort of just there. Pop it all out. You can do your layering. You can do so much with it. Just going to pop out again with the background sheets. Again, everything is tied together, working so much well with each other. And you've got it here with the sheets. You can do your decoupage with these as well, because it's all there as well. All the different layers to do decoupage in your decoupage sheets. Pop out again. It's a matter of sticking, and you can have so much fun with that. You've also as well got within this collection, I love these, and that's what I love about Hunky Dory, the attention to detail they have. These wonderful insert cards. Again, those images with that wonderful faded outlook, allowing you to put these on the inside of your cards, which means you can just take them to the next level. People are going to be so impressed with these and just sort of go, well, you've not made this. It's so professional. It's so good. It's a great little collection, and there's so much within it. That is there as well. Plus as well, these wonderful black sheets, the gold age of textures, gold and black. Great Gatsby, you're thinking of these wonderful, look at that. That is just stunning there, isn't it? On the black and the gold as well. That is just, you think of Great Gatsby, you think of that. $39.99, $58.99. It's a great collection, Craig. It's Hunky Dory. You're going to love it. I know you love it. It's brilliant, isn't it?
It is. And I did say so at launch when I was first off, but I did have a show of that with it not that long ago. So the Art Deco, when it comes to the craft, it's not necessarily my style. Absolutely love the images, but this is really fun to play with. It's got that element of Art Deco, quite heavily of course, but you've got your decollage. So for anyone new as well that's maybe of course heard of Hunky Dory, not tried their decollage, maybe also never heard of Hunky Dory and it's new to you because you've been watching us today because of Lisa, then decollage is decoupage but bigger, so it's a lot bigger. Yeah. Now with these ones here, so what you get is you get your two main base images that we can see here. Then you do get two of your coordinated background sheets. And this is background card. Now this is your 350 GSM. Toppers are 300 GSM when it comes to Hunky Dory. And you do get two sheets of your decollage, and that is one for each of them. Now, one of the many things that Hunky Dory are so incredible for is your decoupage, decollage, will go straight onto this image. However, what you can also do is put the decollage straight on to your background card. It is a perfect fit. So therefore, it means you've got a spare topper. So then what you might want to do is maybe half the decoupage layers, maybe only do some on one, some on the other, so then that you've got another card. What you might want to do, keep that as it is flat, and then this one here, it's not got the full oval, but it's still a full image. That can be one layer, that can be two layer, and again, mixing and matching your decollage layers, so then therefore you've got then three cards out of what would just be one component each, topper, decollage, and then of course your background card. But what we are going to do, as Hunky Dory is so good for if you're a beginner, I'm going to do what I tend to say not to do, and that's only so that you don't waste your cardstock. What we would then say is, as a crafter, so many you have your own card blanks at home, or you make your own when it comes to our white smooth stamping card. So what I would say, let's say an A5 card, chop it in half and mat and layer that onto your card blank. That gives you two A5 card blanks. But if you're an absolute beginner, all that you need to do is score it in half. And the reason it's called Adorable Scoreable, and it's what Hunky Dory came up with, it's bendy ink technology. So what that means is then you can fold it, you can score it, And then if I lift this one up, you'll be able to see that there's no cracking, there's no creasing. If you get any glares of that, that's off our lights. There's no feathering. You've got that perfect, smooth seam right down the side.
Yep.
Now I should have gone in another one, maybe about 2/8 of an inch. I'm not quite half and half, but it doesn't matter. Still shows the concept. So we've got our front card. Then what about your acetate? Acetate? I've been doing that lately when it comes to inserts. Insert, which matches your background card in your topper. This is on a mat, so mat card. It's around, I want to say 140 GSM.
Yeah.
So what to do? Use your scoring board, but I am going to just use my fingers for this. Now, if I was to pop that straight in, what's going to happen is that's going to be kind of like a perfect fit edge to edge.
Yeah.
But what I want to do is I want to trim it down just slightly.
Right.
So you've got that more professional look inside.
Yeah.
So all that I'm doing is I'm trimming a couple of millimeters off the top, a couple of millimeters off the right hand side to make it slightly smaller. And then I can come in with my tape runner or my adhesive.
Yeah.
And then what I like to do is, if we open our insert, that's how it is. I like to put my adhesive down the left-hand side. And you know, if we were talking about card stores earlier on.
Yes.
You know, if you go into a card store and you're looking at a luxury card, you know how you've got that loose leaf insert in the middle. So then if I lift it up, you've got your loose leaf insert in the middle. So that is us good to go. If you're an absolute beginner, this is how you can create your cards. So therefore what I'm going to do, as I explained, I'm not actually going to use the topper as the base because the decollage fits straight onto the background.
Yeah.
So let's have a look, because I might not use it all on this one. So you've got little pips that hold it in place. I like to come along and just snip the little pips, but these are very, very minimal. So I might do that one on that one later on, and then I can then pop the second layer out, and that can sit over there. In actual fact, well, yeah, let's go there, because I like that offside of the oval that's then matching over. That can layer there. And let's put that one onto that one. So you can, and the intention is to put the full layers on the main image. If you are posting or giving it out, keeping in mind, depending on the depth of your foam pads or your glue gel, it's going to be high.
Absolutely.
But that is, you know, that's on purpose. That's decollage. That is the purpose of it. If you're using your glue gel, which I will do for speed, then you can then keep it relatively flat. But I am going to show you here how, we're not going to decollage this one, we'll just do this one. But this is to show you how, if you don't want all your layers on, you don't have to.
Yeah.
You can pick and choose if you want.
Leslie's been in touch. She asked a question, a really good question actually. Will the finish on the card affect the colour markers, affect the alcohol markers if I want to change the skin tone?
On the Hunky Dory?
Yes.
Well, if you're using your you know, your classics or your tribal, something that's permanent, you wouldn't get, because it's a coated card, it's adorable, scoreable, you're not going to be able to get that seamless blend like you would do with your Nina or that, but you can absolutely, it's alcohol pen, so you can change the colour tones if you wanted to. So yeah, of course you can. No problem at all.
Loads love for this Art Deco question of the Art Deco collection. I love Art Deco, scrap paper scissors. I think they make great male theme cards because they're so geometric and almost architectural.
That's a good point, actually, yeah.
And Tim on YouTube has says, question, the up to 25% off codes just had an email. When does it run out? There's no finish date. Well, now that I don't know.
I don't know about that either.
I don't know. Maybe one of our wonderful social team can help you on that one. I'm not quite sure on that one. Hopefully they will be able to answer. It's the wonderful Susie on the comments, so hopefully she'll be able to answer that for us. I'm not quite sure. But we're looking at this at the moment, the wonderful Hunky Dory collection, the golden age of glamour. Ooh, we're having a party. 1920.
And there is, as you said, there is a multitude of occasions you can use this for. And then same with if you've got your tiny little dies, or you've still got some of the punches that used to be all the rage a few years ago. go in and punch or die cut all these bits out.
Absolutely.
You'll always get a larger border down the left-hand side with the hunky-dory toppers. It's the way that they print them in-house. They need to have a certain width by the way it goes into the printer. So this is why the left is always slightly wider than the border at the right-hand side. So use it all. It's there, the print edge to edge, so use it. So there we go. So I'm going to pop these bits at the side because we could do that another time.
Brilliant.
And then, as I say, for time and speed, I'm going to use my glue gel. I'll put it away.
It's nice Tracy's here actually in the studio looking at this. He takes her back to the 1920s. Thanks for the hot chocolate. Cheers. What are you? She's sat on it.
Someone's cruising for a bruising.
Oh, I love her. Oh, I love you, really, Tracy. I can't say that on screen. Again, using that chunky glue. She's going to kill me.
She is indeed.
We've got more from Lisa Horton coming up for you very, very shortly as we look at this wonderful Art Deco collection from the swinging 20s. Swinging 60s then, no, it's just 20s, isn't it? Was it 20s, 1920s? Yeah, Tracy, was it? Yeah, cool. Loads of love for this collection. $39.99, $58.99. Platinum price as well. Club Inspire $31.99, $47.90.
You won't be singing tomorrow, that's for sure, when you come in.
Are you here tomorrow, Tracy? Yeah. Yep. Yep. I'm going to have no air in my tyres when I leave here tonight, am I? A lot of love for this collection, but it is gorgeous, isn't it? It really is.
It is. Even as I said at the start there, if it's maybe not your style, you know, it's still lovely to play with. Because what you need to think of is if you are making to sell, which you can do.
Yeah.
And I used to fall into this trap when I used to make my cards, and I know Lisa would agree with me on style and that. If you're selling your cards, don't always just make cards that you like style-wise, because what you like, you know, Mary, who pops into the cafe where you sell your cards, she likes something else. So whereas I personally wouldn't have done lots of Art Deco cards, I would still make Art Deco cards to sell because it is so popular. So if you are doing it, please, certainly at this price as well, don't think, oh no, it's not my style. If you sell your cards, it's absolutely worthwhile getting a hold of it. A nice little selection of, even if it's styles that you're not a fan of, you don't need loads of it. Just, you know, a collection or two, product or two, whatever it is, just so that you can fulfill, you know, a wide range of likes. And then that is how you're going to be able to make a lovely little profit. But what I'm not going to worry about all these tiny bits, but what I want to do is if I just line that one up there, and I know obviously I usually use my foam pads, but for time and speed, I thought I'd use my glue gel. And do you know what, with a sentiment, let's add on with our glue gel as well. And this is to show you how, if you are an absolute beginner or new to us or new to Hunky Dory, you can fold it in half, add your insert and create your card. However, in saying that, as a crafter, you will have your card blanks at home. So chop it down, use your card blanks at home, and then where I've used this whole card, I would chop it down, and that's 2 separate card blanks. Absolutely. But there we go. That's all that I've done. You know, now, if that was your first, second, third card, and you gave it to the recipient, and they would be like, oh my gosh, where did you get that? How did you do that? Yeah. You know, it's that pride knowing you've done the decollage, you layered it. If you want to come in and add glitter and sparkles and stuff like that, you can do, but it's nice as a starter base, and at that price as well, for a full Hunky Dory collection. That's a good one.
It really is. Question from Victoria, really quickly. How do you get your chunky glue off the pokey tool? Mine won't all come off and it gets quite mucky.
So what I do is I have, ages ago, I have our craft knife, and I bought a new craft knife, and the one that I'd had for quite a while, I use that same one, and what I do, this is just what I do, so it's the one with our big blade. What I do, and again, keeping in mind, I only use this with the one blade, is I just scrape off the glue gel off it. But like I say, I won't come along and cut my cardstock with it because it's going to blunt. What I just do is use that same one and I just scrape off the glue gel. That's how I do it.
A bit of maintenance and it's going to last you. Yeah. Perfect. That's all part of that golden age of glamour decollage, but extremely big from Hunky Dory as always. Guys, we've got more from Lisa Horton coming up for you. We've got 40 minutes left of this show. Another amazing busy day here at Crafters TV. I'll see you shortly.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy. All your crafting must-haves in a flash. Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafters Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafters Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set. Quick Buy. Get yours now.
Yes, welcome back to your Creative Cravings here on Crafters TV, brought to you by Crafters Companion. Guys, this is a wonderful day. We've got just under 40 minutes left. The wonderful Lisa Horton's here with us. Someone's asking a question before the break. Craig was doing a bit of decoupage. She went, what is the difference between decollage and decoupage? Craig, back me from right here. Decollage is decoupage, but big.
Exactly.
Thank you.
It's just like decoupage on steroids, so to say. Big.
Perfect. Today has been a brilliant day here on the wonderful Crafters TV. We've been joined by some amazing friends. We've got more friends coming up for you tomorrow. I'll tell you more a little bit later on towards the end of the show, because I'm back tomorrow and it's going to be a brilliant day. We've had the wonderful Lisa Horton. Lisa, how has your day been today?
My day's been good. Look at this. I'm now on hot chocolate, so we're approaching the evening in the UK.
I know.
I've gone from the coffee in the morning down to the hot chocolate in the afternoon and the early evening. So I've had a brilliant time. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And listen, I know that when people said Lisa was coming in, everybody was so excited, and it's been an absolute pleasure. We've got a bit of time left before you leave us tonight. We're going to have another look at this, because I think this is such a great price for what you get in this, the wonderful box kit magazine. It's not just a magazine, there's papers, there's embossing folders, stencils. In fact, Lisa, just take us through it. What are you getting in this box?
Yes, well, I've used some of it tonight already, and I'm going to use that again in a little while, but let's have a look at this. So when this comes through your door, it's just lovely. So you're going to get all your inspiration on the front and the back of your mag, and I'm going to pop that on here so I make sure I give you everything, otherwise you're going to be very confused. There we go. So here's your magazine. So when you open your magazine, obviously you're going to get all the details on the front and on the back, a little bit more inspiration.
Yeah.
And again, I'm going to do that thing. I'm not showing you everything, but I'll flick through to a page. These are some of the cards I've made. No, actually not mine. These are Jen's, one of the editors of the magazine who's been working with my products as well. So she's done some great projects as well. I'm not going to show you any more again. So we're going to come back to this page as we did earlier. So again, if you are a new crafter, this is fantastic because you can use a pair of scissors, you can use a guillotine, whatever you choose to use, and you can cut these elements out. You can then use all of the matching papers, which are fantastic. The colour palette is just stunning. It's very, very much up my street. And, you know, just using elements of this in the background of some of your cards is beautiful. The black and white is great. Again, it breaks up all that large area of colour. And you know that it works with every single colour that's in the pack. And again, all these are great because if you are new, you can stamp onto these. You can use your dies to cut these out, so you haven't got to worry about not having the right ink as well. So that's a real bonus, especially with your leaves and things. And then we repeat it all over again. So you get 2 lots of that. And then you head on into a little bit more inspiration in the back, and we will just flick straight to the back. A little bit of a chat with me. You get to meet a day in the life, and a picture of my beautiful Prudence down there, who is the shop cat, the house cat, the leader of the family, basically. And then you get all your other goodies. So we have, let's go from the beginning. We'll start off with our stamps. So here's the stamp set you're going to get. And actually, I'll measure it this time and show you. This stamp plate is 15 centimetres by 15 centimetres, so around 6 inches.
Yeah, 6 and a bit inches, yeah.
So it's a nice good 6-inch stamp set. And then alongside that you get the dies. So here you can see you've got the vase, and then you've got the matching vase here to cut that out. You've got the stem, you've got your large flower here. So you've got all your bits and bobs to match that together. Then you get the Genius thing, which is that gorgeous embossing folder, which is your landscape one. So you only need to use the top of it. So you can make a really big card or a really small card. It works both ways. And then you get your stencil. Now mine's been used, as you can see, I used it earlier. And you are going to get 2 stencils in one. Oh, it's still got a piece in there, actually. Let's take that out.
Just quick, I'm just personally asking this question. You know the daisies that it's on? Yeah. That is plain on the other side, isn't it? Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think what I'm thinking?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, there's so many things you can do with this. From your packaging to your everything just works together. So again, it's one of those. You think, you pay that kind of money for the magazine with the papers and a little bit of inspiration, but then adding all these goodies in as well, it's lovely.
And I think it's important to remember as well, the papers that are inside that magazine aren't that kind of that glossy magazine-y paper. It's a brilliant crafting paper. Look at what you're making with the magazine. You're making great cards at a brilliant price. You know, we have kits. That is a great price for what you're getting. And like Lisa said, it's a great introduction to crafting. There's so much within it that you're going to be able to do every single time. That wonderful dotty paper there that you're seeing. Again, it's going to allow you to have so much fun with it. All made. If you said to someone, I've made this card from a magazine, they would laugh at you, wouldn't they? I think people would go, well, no, what do you mean you've made it from a magazine? It's a brilliant collection, and it's all been thought about and all working together, and it's a ridiculously cheap price, £12.99, $18.84. 70% of the stock has gone on that, guys, and that incredible platinum price. Remember, the platinum price, our Club Inspire prices, still exist on regardless of, if it's ours, if it's Lisa's, whoever it is, we're still giving them amazing discounts. I think, Lisa, it speaks volumes when 70% of the stock has gone. Yeah.
Right, I'm going to go totally off piece now. And I need a stamping block, but I don't need I've got one here, that's fine. I need just a little stamping block. I don't want one that's in a platform. What I do and I don't. I'm going to do 2 different things here.
Okay.
So what I've done here is I have it was a 7x7 card. I didn't want it that big, so I've cut it down to 14 centimetres. So I've almost like given myself almost like a 10th fold card, okay? So that's going to stand like so. So it's a really lovely shape, a really lovely size, and you can use your what's the tool called to make your envelopes, Craig?
Envelope.
Yes.
Yeah.
So one of those you can use. Obviously, I'm not au fait with how you use that, but I'm sure I will be after I've been here a little while. So we're going to do two things now. I mean, I know I keep going back to that masking tape, but it is really important for what I need to do next. So we're going to take our card and we're going to open it 10th fold again. And I will warn you, this is a demo that isn't planned. I'm doing this off the cuff, and we're going to see just where it takes us. But I know kind of what I want to do.
Yeah.
So we're going to take some of our tape. We'll take quite a large piece, and we're going to go across. Make sure I've got in the camera properly. So I'm right in the middle, so you can see. And I'm going to go right across the bottom here, and I'm going to line that up. You're going to have to see my head for a minute, because I need to get this straight.
That's all right.
Bottom.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful head.
Thank you. I have my roots done, so we're all right. So we're going to lay that across there. So you can't really see that, but it's anchored my card, and it's also masked off that area. So we're going to take another piece, and we're going to come, I don't want that much, it's a waste of that lovely tape. And we're going to come up to about here, I'd say, and across like, there we go. Everyone's gone quiet in my ear because they don't know what I'm doing.
You're going off the cuff. We are just taking, Lisa, you're in charge. We're letting you run the shop today.
This is one of my favourite things to do. So let's go with these inks again, and the stamps will come in a second. So we're going to go straight back in with the lemon tonic. And we're going to go within those two lines, and actually I am going to go another piece of tape up, and I'll tell you for why. So we're going to just mask off that little area up here so we don't get any colour anywhere else. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pop ink randomly, like so. I don't care where it goes, I don't care if it blends, it doesn't blend, it's absolutely fine. And of course, because we're working on our mat, you're not going to get any harsh edges either.
Yeah, loving it.
So that's that. Let's now bring in our pink. Pop the lid on that one. I might come back to the yellow in a minute, not sure. But our pink.
He's just in from the news centre. Craig has ordered one of those Scotch tape dispensers. He's just perfectly shown me that he's ordered the Scotch tape dispenser.
I know for that one, the money's gone to Amazon, but yeah, you've cost me a fortune today, Lisa.
I'm about to say I'm not good for you, Craig, am I? Oh dear, he won't want me back again. So,
oh no, definitely want you back.
Now, that looks totally random, so we've got a couple of colours there. We're going to go in with that blue again, and you can see these are definitely my colour choices, always. I love these three colours, so it's very rare you'll see me use anything else. And I'll tell you for why. Although we've got pink, so I'm back into my South London accent now, I'm relaxed and I'm chilling. So the pink isn't obviously a red, so red, yellow and blue are your primary colours. Now pink is close enough for me, so I know pretty much I can get any other colour out of these colours. So I just use these all the time, and they just blend beautifully. And because they all work together, it's going to be absolutely perfect for this. So now we're going to bring in a little bit of that blue.
Do you know what I'm fancying right now? Rhubarb and custard.
Yes, yes.
Rhubarb and custard. I have, because where I come from, before I worked doing this, I used to do a lot of food festivals. And in where I come from in Wakefield, they have the Rhubarb Festival. It happens at the end of this month. Because rhubarb is, you know, there's certain areas of the country which have like protected status on food. In Yorkshire, there's a rhubarb triangle. It's 9 miles wide of where force-grown rhubarb. So it's a rhubarb you get in the UK in the shops now, and it's grown in dark places. It's grown underground, it's covered, it's force grown up.
That's right.
Yeah, and I present the food festival. It's like like the Cornish pasty. You have to, for it to be a Cornish pasty, it has to be made in Cornwall. Well, this is the same with this rhubarb. To be force grown rhubarb, it has to be within this triangle. And I get to host the food festival in Wakefield of the Rhubarb Festival, and it is amazing.
I love rhubarb.
Yeah,
I love
perfect.
rhubarb.
So if you're in Wakefield or you live in Yorkshire, head to the end of this month, head to the Rhubarb Festival. It's brilliant. I absolutely do it.
Right, so we're going to take the larger stamp off here, which is the larger daisy.
Yeah.
Peel them off and just let them rest in your hand, and when they settle, pop them down. And I'm using a VersaFine Clair because I'm looking for a heavy black ink.
Right.
you can use any black ink you like, but just for this, because it is that heavy ink, this is what we're going to use.
Perfect.
So just be careful as you use it. And again, a bit like Craig was saying earlier, off the page, just to give it that proper finish. And lift that up.
Sandy Jones has just gone, OMG, I have placed another 3 orders today. I've ordered every day for the past 3 weeks and I've gone from bronzed up to gold in Club Inspire. I really should stop. And then she puts, no, I shouldn't. Loads of, guys, this is what I mean. You're going to get them bigger discounts the more you shop. Caroline French, okay, I'm late to the party. Can you show that tape dispenser again, please? That is so much love for the tape dispenser. Guys, it's not any of us, it's not Lisa's, it's not Crafter's Companion. No. This tape dispenser is from the, the vast world of the Amazon. So, we will try and get it back in, but it's not ours, we know. It's Amazon's.
Yeah, I'm ever so sorry to use it. I'm teasing everybody. It's just does the job for me, that's all.
I think maybe Lisa Horton, we need to have a Lisa Horton tape dispenser.
I think that might be on the cards, actually.
I think it might be.
So I'm just using a few of these. So pop this down like
Looking
so.
great, Lisa.
And then we're going to use a different one very quickly. Let's use these little dots so it doesn't really matter. So these are your little spotty bits. These are lovely. So this makes it a little bit easier. I can do it this way now. And then we can fill in some gaps here, like so. And we'll fill in a gap.
So Lisa, can I ask a question? Because I've bought your mat today. I can see there that it's good to stamp on as well. Does it hold the stamp nice when you stamp onto it?
It does, it really does. It has got a very kind of fine texture to it, because somebody asked also, could you do like reverse stamping on it, so you could get a mirror image, but that it doesn't work so well with, but it does give you a very firm finish, and it gives you a nice smooth surface. So, it's one of those things that doesn't look pretty, but it does exactly
its job.
It really does its job, and I wouldn't be without mine.
A lot of love for the stamping mat, the messy mat, because it is one of the best pieces of kit we've shown you. We'll show you a little bit later on. It's just incredible. It's so secure, and Craig's bought one today because he's seen it and gone, I need that.
Yeah.
Just incredible. It's so secure. We'll show you a little bit later on with my wonderful demonstration of me putting my full weight on the thing and it not shifting whatsoever, and any surface as well.
It's fantastic, isn't it? And you'll find, because initially when you first had it, the corners were slightly rubbed up, but as the day's gone on, it's got flatter and flatter.
And that's why we keep rolling it up to store it out of the way. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
It's here, you can see it there. We've got, and there, that's it there, you can see it's going anywhere. I've got it, and then it just peels straight back up. It's just an incredible piece of kit.
Do you know what I should have done? What? I should have unclicked the brakes on the table, shouldn't I?
You should have done it. It would have gone.
He would have gone.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks, mate. Is that Tracy getting back?
I was about to say it could have been Tracy. Oh wow.
So now we're going to lift these off. I love this. See, my style of crafting is very different, but it is very simple, but it's hopefully it's quite effective.
Oh, that's incredible.
And there's that little panel across our card. Now we wipe off our messy mat. It's so easy to do, so where's my cloth? Get my
and then this is how easy this mat is to clean, that we're talking about the messy mat.
That's what you're going to do. Just going to wipe.
A little bit of water. Is that just water?
Just water, yeah. Remember, if you've got like a heavy colour, like a pink or a red, try and get that off first. If it does mark or if it does stain, you can use like a blending solution, just acetone, that kind of thing, if you really find you're that bothered. But it is a usable piece of kit. So there we go. That's our base card.
Details on the screen about the messy mat, and the card is brilliant. Susie, who's one of our social ladies in the comments, is just going, wow, like she's not seen that, because obviously Susie lives in, I want to say New Orleans. I hope that's right, Susie. She'll tell me not if not, because obviously she's not been with us today because time difference and everything. She's just going, wow, the messy mat is brilliant. I'm gonna get a messy mat for me because I need one in my life. I don't know what I'm going to use it for.
Great. Well, you do makeup as well. All the powder that comes off.
Yeah.
It goes all over, and then you wipe it and you get marks. Just put it underneath where you. Yeah.
I just think about putting it on the house and just trying to make it move. I just don't know the laminate flooring.
Yeah. It'd be great. It'd be great. Well, my cat's got one because where her bowls are, and she tends to take her food out, knock everything flying, and the mat doesn't go anywhere. So I lift the mat up and then chuck the bits outside and do what I need to do. So I'm not using a stamping platform. I should do, but I'm winging this, and I know if I make a mistake, apologies, but it gives you an idea. And then all I would do is pop my stamp down here.
I got it right, New Orleans.
New Orleans.
I got it right. Susie went, yeah, good job. I love this style, this kind of crafting, Lisa, this kind of minimalistic kind of style. And it's not minimalistic, but because there is so much happening, but actually that kind of clean cut lines, simple but effective. And that is just a beautiful, really stunning card.
That is absolutely gorgeous.
Just my... This is me in my comfortable place.
Yeah.
So this is like my box kit style of cards. You can take it way different to that, but you know, for me these are kind of boutique cards as well.
Yeah.
So you know, if you go down the lanes in Brighton where I live, you kind of see that in those little corner shops that are, you know, quite classy. You've got a lovely envelope in it, tied up nicely, and people, you know, these make great notelets as well. So little packs of these to sell these to fund your crafty habit, and even take off that sentiment and put these dies upside here as well.
Yeah.
So loads of ways of using it. And masking, again, is things that aren't expensive to do, but it stretches your crafting stash.
It really does, especially about Brighton. I was down there this Christmas in Crawley, so I just know how beautiful those kind of areas are. You know, just love it down there. Guys, loads of love coming in for the wonderful Lisa Horton's products. Jill Crafts, I love this, Lisa. Aisha, I love that masking technique. And Lynn Harvey on Facebook, that's such a gorgeous, clean and simple card. It really is. We've got some great products from Lisa today. We've got the wonderful embossing folders, the clematis. Remember those wonderful ones that I had earlier with the dies? Fortunately, sold out. We've got you this, the clematis. It hasn't got the die, but it's still a perfect 3D embossing folders. One of the best embossing folders I've seen. £7.99, $11.59. Great collection. Remember, you're getting your Club Inspired discount on that as well. We've also got some gorgeous dies as well from Lisa. The wonderful trailing leaves, a beautiful collection. So many of you adding these into your basket today. A great little collection. So perfect as well, just to add that detail into these. Again, what a great little collection. So much love for these wonderful craft products today that you've seen from Lisa. This is the trailing leaves. It's just incredible, just beautiful, and you guys are loving it. You are getting 10 elements in here, £14.99, $21.99. Yes, you're saving 10% and you're saving on your Club Inspire as well. You're also getting the urn, jugs and vases as well. Perfect. Again, brilliant collection, 7 elements. Let me show you the back here, because you've got all these wonderful little different, the flowers, the milk, again, and the outlines and the worker dies, $16.99, $24.99, and you're getting that 15% saving plus your Club Inspire. You've also got the tatty blooms as well. Again, like you've seen with Lisa's demonstrations today, simple and elegant, but extremely effective. This is going to help you as well. The tatty blooms, £12.99, $18.99, saving yourself 10%. You've also got tatty stems. Again, I absolutely adore this collection. There's so much I'm loving today. £14.99, $21.99. Again, saving yourself over 10% from the wonderful Lisa and your Club Inspired discount as well. Also, more from Lisa today. You're getting the tattered. Sorry, let me say this again. I've got to get this. Tatty, thanks, Lisa. Tatty twinchies.
You know what they mean, don't you?
No.
Twinchies. That's what they are. Twinchies.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. It's a thing. It's a real thing.
I love that. Twinchies. Again, every day's a school day here. £12.99, $18.99, 10% off on that, plus your wonderful Club Inspired discount. Then you've also got the lattice. Again, I learned something as well. It's not just a pie. It is actually approaching limited stock on this guy, the ornamental lattice. That's the lattice. $24.99, a great big die. We love this. $36.49, and also the Happy Perfect You. Great sentiments, perfect for you to add into any of your creations that you're making. A brilliant price, over 40 elements, $24.99, $36.49, saving yourself 15%. A lot of you as well are adding the watercolor into your basket as well, the Euphoria watercolor. Here it comes. I'm just going to show you now. Again, it's a great little collection. So many of you have loved this today. 24 colors and the brush, £24.99, $36.49, a great saving of 15%. It's brilliant. It's clean, it's crisp. You open it up and you are getting all the wonderful colours inside here that you see, that Lisa is going to show you as well. That wonderful palette and that wonderful brush there in the middle. Lisa, this is a great little kit, isn't it?
I've got this And again, I'm going off piece. I'm just going to show you a couple of other things with this. So we're back on the black card, and hopefully now, now that's dried, I hope you can see now the metallic colour coming through.
I love it.
So you've got the metallic colours there. So it's very, very pretty, very pretty. Hopefully now, from the last couple of demos I've done, hopefully it shows you why my dies are designed the way they are, because it shows you the simplicity of what I do, but actually how effective some of it can be. I mean, look at this blue. We're going to use this blue. Now, this is great because I haven't even got a white dye, but I might see if I can pick something up. Let's see if I've got a cream or something. I'll show you in a minute something else I want to do. But look, so this is your blue. Look at that.
That is beautiful. That black as well. It's so good.
I know. Isn't that just stunning?
So good.
So another thing that I like to do, so this is your, obviously that's your gorgeous metallics. But now what you can do is what you were talking about earlier, is what I really, really like, is you take some of this and you do this. So you just use your finger and you tap. So now, straight away, that's cool. Straight away you've got your splats.
Love that. That is great. These watercolours are brilliant. A great collection.
Yeah.
Carol's just joined us. Went, good evening, Lisa. Just found you. Great show. It's been a great day. Nikki on Facebook has said as well, great shows, Lisa. We're having a great day. We're going to do demo of the show very, very shortly, and demo of the day. Lisa is going to be in this. We got it wrong earlier. Naughty ears. Lisa is going to be included in demo of the show today, and I know she won this morning on Wake Up Call. I need to find where your card is, Lisa, actually, to join us for Wake Up Call a little bit later on. She did one Wake Up Call, the demo of the show as well. Remember, if you want Lisa's stuff, it's on the website crafterscompanion.com.co.uk.eu. See a full range on there. Right, should we do, while Lisa's spluttering and splattering all over there, shall we do demo of the show? Craig, over there in the comfy chairs, what have you got for us?
Do you know something? I'm just tempted to say we'll just put Lisa's in, because even I would be voting for Lisa's. But let's go number one. What Lisa done with the stencil just in the background. How phenomenal is that on a DL card or a slimline card? Equally, absolutely gorgeous. Number two, love this style. So number one, number two, or if we go into my ones, number three here with Garden Party. And then, sorry Lisa, I've dropped your card, I want to pick that up. So number three, number four when it comes to the Twirling Characters, or number five. So 1 or 2 for Lisa, or 3, 4 and 5 for mine. The choice is yours.
Perfect. A few minutes on that, guys. We've also got to do demo of the day as well. Right, Lisa, let's have a look at what you're doing with your wonderful spluttering and splattering over there.
It's really simple. It's not dry, so we can't do too much. So we spluttered and splattered, and all you're going to do is you're going to take one of your Happy Perfect You, and you're going to pop it here. You can either do that as a really simple card, or you can go in and you can bring in your milk churn and you can add all your elements across the top. So what I'll do is I will just leave it like that, but it just gives you an idea of how you can then, once that's dried, build that up just using all your other items as well.
Absolutely. Lisa, thank you so much for that brilliant demo. Don't go anywhere. We'll say goodbye to you very, very shortly. We're going to take another look at the wonderful Garden Party collection. It is beautiful. You love it. There's so much within it. It's a great deal, a great collection. Guys, let me show you the boards that you're going to see here, because we're going to get ready for everything. We've got wonderful Craig as well, coming back up with his wonderful demos. It's the great, wonderful Garden Party. We love it. It's great. Let's take a close look at the wonderful details that you see. This is the wonderful rosette that loads of you have been using. You saw Craig make it in his demos earlier. It's a great little collection and perfect on its own. You've also got the edgeables that you're seeing here as well. Perfect for loads of creations. That is there, the ornate lace. And you've also got the whimsical balloons, all part of the collection. Now guys, if you look at that bundle, there's a lot there. Don't forget there are smaller bundles available, but you're going to get the best ever price on this, on a 60% saving today. Guys, let's let's have a look at this as well. I call this stamping by numbers. You saw us doing the decoupage earlier. This is stamping, very similar concept. You can see here on the stamps that they've got the numbers, 1, 5. You do it in order, you're layering your stamps up, and you're able to create some great pictures just like that. You've also as well got the summertime pennant. Many great details within here. The balloons, the swirls, the skeleton leaves, so many great things within that. You've also got the sentiments as well, including the celebrate, party, summer, the first, the second, and happy. Again, you're going to use this time and time again. You've also got the dainty lace as well. Craig using these in one of his demos at the top of the show. That wonderful, you're getting the stamps and the dies as well within there, allowing you to create some amazing things. You've also got the ornate bird cage as well, vintage bird cage, should I say. Again, all the different things, and that wonderful die here that you see to work alongside that incredible stamp. It's time for tea, and we love a time for tea again. Sugars, cubes, the cupcakes, the muffins, the cakes, so much you can do with it as well. And the delicate roses, again, a brilliant collection that we absolutely adore and love that you're going to use on just cards. I mean, that on a card alone is going to look absolutely fantastic. The wonderful words, sentiment, celebrate and party, you're going to be able to use this. You're getting 4 dies there, you're getting the outline, you're getting the bubble as well. A little bit of everything in this collection. The embossing folders, the wonderful vintage paracels, and of course the towering teacups. You're going to use that, and as well stencils. So many great stencils within this collection that you're absolutely going to love. All yours today, guys. You're getting the wonderful traditional lace that you see there, and you're also going to get the wonderful delicate doilies as well. £70.32, $90.42. A great saving, 60% off, the best every price of Craig. Let's have a look at some wonderful wonderful examples of this.
Let's do it. Let's have a look at some finished examples. We won't have time to do a demonstration on this one. So you can then be doing your full back cards if you want to as well. So we've got that one. So we're going to go into here. So we're going to be lifting. We're going to be popping them all up. So again, that not the umbrella, what's that? Loose bit of, but it seems to be a random bit of glitter card that just seems to be sandwiched in the middle there. So you've got that, and then you've got that one there. I don't know where that's come from. So that one's there. But what we will do, because although we don't have time to do the demo on that one, we do have time to do the floral decoupage. So let's have a look. So let's go in now with our, we're going to do the precious poppies for this one here. So earlier on I showed you how you would use the dies with your stamps, and I did verbally explain them on the paper pad, but let's just show you these ones here. So what we can then do is if we take our tape, so as I explained with the first one and number 1, we're going to hover over the top so that I don't see any of the white outline, and making sure my little curve is just on number 1. And then we can go into number 2. And what you can be doing as well, George, is yes, you've got your, well, 7 layers in total with the little foliage, but you might only want to do 2 layers or 3 layers, you can. Or why not cut out 2 pages worth and then do some snipping? And then you can create your own arrangement of decoupage. You've got that option. So you're not only tied to what we do within the pads here. You can put your own creativity and your own spin on them. But if we go in and then we'll hold these ones down. So as I say, we're carrying on with the same. So when it comes to these ones, all that we need to do is tape them in. So what we can do is layer these ones up. And with these being what we class as wafer thin dies, basically what that just means, it's like a normal die. I don't know, percentage wise, I don't know, maybe about 90% of dies in the market are these wafer thins. These are what you would tend to use most of the time. So with that one, that means they're going to go through all of your die cutting machines. So every one, these will go through. They will go through your really small machines if you just cut in between, just roughly, so that you make each layer individual. Then that means they're going to go through your smaller machines. But with them being 6 by 6, if you've got the Junior, if you've got any other A5 die cutting machine, electric or manual, like the MIDI, that's going to work no problem. And it's just such a good effect, you know. Whether you want to sit and fussy cut like I do with these or Hunky Dory's little books, which we have done in the past, but with having the dies for them, it means you get that super cool effect of the decoupage, but what you get is super speedy.
You really do. While you're just doing that, Craig, let me say we've got a demo of the show. It was number 2. Yes, number 2 with Craig on that wonderful one. Yeah.
No,
that's not number 2.
Lisa was 1 and 2. I was 3, 4, and 5. So Lisa's number 2 was what our last demo she just done. You see, I thought I would be nice and set them out for George 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and he's come along and he's just lifted them up in a little bundle. There you go.
I like to make it more exciting. I like to cause a bit of controversy. Number 2 was your winner. So, demo of the day, it's Lisa versus Craig versus Lisa. Lisa made this morning on Wake Up Call, this wonderful paper piece collection there. That's number 1. Number 2 was our wonderful Craig with his wonderful chalkboard stamps, which were launched today with that wonderful hand-tied bow and that wonderful flower forming. And Lisa back in with number 3, that wonderful simple but elegant card. Number 3. 1, 2 or 3, 5 minutes on that, guys. A couple of minutes and we'll reveal who is the winner of the day.
And can I just say as well, if we had realised, because launch day was, mine and George and Georgina's first show having Lisa here, so we didn't actually realise that Lisa's cards would be included with demo of the day. So if we did realise that, Lisa's would have been included earlier on, and I'm going to say that it probably would have been Lisa versus Lisa versus Lisa.
Absolutely.
Which I am more than happy about when it comes to that one. So that was the only reason that Lisa's wasn't included in the earlier launch day one.
Absolutely. Guys, let me tell you what's coming up tomorrow. More great shows from Crafters TV. I'm going to be back tomorrow. Craft alongs, so much happening tomorrow. Starting your day 8 a.m. here in the UK, 3 a.m. 3 a.m. over, I'm still learning the times. 3 a.m. over on the East Coast. I'm going to be back here in 11 hours time with the wonderful Debbie Robinson. I am blinking excited. I've not seen a woman in ages. I can't wait to give her another big squeeze. And we're going to be joined by the wonderful Keith. I can't wait. All the way from Paper Dynamics. He's going to be here tomorrow. If you've not met Keith before, buckle in. All right? It's going to be 3 Yorkshire people on screen. Get your seatbelts fastened. We're going to ride the roller coaster and we're going to visit every step along the way. It's going to be fun. Craig's shaking. He knows it's going to be good. If you've not met Keith, you're going to love him. He's going to be here 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. and till 8 a.m. over on the East Coast. 5 hours. We've got Wake Up Call and we've got Craig Chat and Craft joined us for that. Then finishing off your day. Well, I say finishing off your day. Your day may not even start at 2 p.m. over here in the UK, 9 a.m. over on the East Coast. We've got our wonderful Craft Along. Yes, it's all about image sentiment. Jan's going to be here with wonderful Ben, so make sure you join us for that. And it's a Thursday. We round our days off. 3 hours of Cartload tomorrow night. 6 p.m. here in the UK, 1 p.m. over on the East Coast. And the wonderful Keith is going to be joining us throughout the day. So make sure you do not go anywhere for that. You guys are really excited. If it's anything like Lisa has been today, you're going to have a great show. Craig, loving this with these wonderful decoupage pads.
Absolutely. I don't have any shows tomorrow, so I'm just sad I won't be on with Keith, but I will see him because I am doing a little bit of filming in our other studio tomorrow, so I will see him, but it will be fun. But there we go. I've not shaped it at all. Shape it with your hand or the ball tool if you want, and then you can create cards such as that one. So using the stamps for the background, and then you can see that is how you can make lovely cards.
Absolutely, a great collection. Let's take another look at the decoupage sets, the floral decoupage. You've got the wonderful flowers in there, the lilies, the roses, the poppies, and that summertime collection. You're getting the stamps, you're getting the dies, and you're getting the pads as well. Remember, they are all available individually, a great collection individually. However, you can buy them in smaller bundles, maybe upon flower, or alternatively, you can buy that entire bundle set that you see there. £75.99, $108.95, a 30% saving, plus as well, your platinum price as well, Club Inspire, £60.79, $87.16. It's going to be great. Remember our wonderful twirling characters that you saw earlier. You've got the wonderful little collection that you see there. Everyone loves the twirlings. They are perfect. If you don't know what they are, they're that wonderful character stamp and die 5-piece collection. You can get them great there. You've got the elephant, you've got the cat, you've got the owl, the bird, should I say, the unicorn, and the wonderful elephant as well. Great little collection, and they are perfect. Let me show you what Craig made earlier. If you bring it in there, you go and get all nice wound up elephant. You just let him go and Yes, it is cute, isn't it, Lisa? It is really lovely. That can be yours at that ridiculously cheap price, £11.98, $14.92. Could that be yours today? Guys, we've got a demo of the day. It's gone to number. I want to put it back on the shelf like a fool. I'm back. Hiya. Number 2 with our wonderful Craig, which made that earlier. Yes way, you made that today on our launch day with our wonderful chalkboard stamps. That is Craig, demo of the day. Guys, loads of love. Let me say some amazing thank yous. Craig, thank you for everything today. It's been a pleasure, mate.
I've had an absolute blast. It's always good with you, George, as well. Lisa, we've had a fab day. I know Debbie and Ben did, the viewers did. Do you know what? If you're all right, I'm all right. Let's do it. It's been absolutely love seeing you, and I can't wait to see you again.
That was a lovely shot of your bodies. Lisa, thank you again. How have you enjoyed your first time today?
I've had an absolute blast. It's been fantastic and I felt so welcome. So thank you for having me, everybody.
You are more than welcome. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. If you've joined us for every show today, thank you so much. Thank you to the wonderful Georgina and George working behind the scenes, the wonderful Tracy. She never stops, Tracy. Honestly, we joke about Tracy, but we blinking love her. Loads of you being in touch as well. That was me being nice. That was being nice. Thank you to our social superstars. Join me back here 8 a.m. in the UK, 3 a.m. for a wake-up call. I'll see you with Debbie and the wonderful Keith. Goodbye, everybody. Bye.